Hey guys, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for being here today. I wish you a very happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for spending your Valentine evening or afternoon with me. Obviously, it's a working day, so it's usually very tricky on Valentine's Day when it's not at the weekend. If you have a day job or a 9 to 5 job, to be able to go out is usually very tricky. So, yeah, all of you that are not going out tonight because of one commitment or the other, maybe childcare, maybe work, or even because you don't have a Valentine, I appreciate you for being here today. Yeah, thank you so much. Give us a thumbs up. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Today is the 14th of February. Hey, the whole world goes crazy every 14th of February because it is Lovers' Day. Orishirishi. We see Orishirishi on Valentine's Day. Nothing we never see finish on Valentine's Day. But you know what? The greatest love of all is the love that God has for us, the love of Christ in our life. It is the purest form of love, undiluted form of love, because it's the most selfless kind of love. So if you have God's love and you believe that Christ died for your sins and you are loved by Him, unconditionally, then happy Valentine's Day to you. Even if you don't have a human Valentine, a physical Valentine is okay. And secondary to that is the love that you have for yourself, self love. Yeah. All the people that love themselves, you love yourself too much. Put your hands up. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody that is able to experience self love. You love yourself. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I see you guys. I appreciate you. Go Rex. Thank you. Mano Prestige. Happy Valentine's Day. Nice to see you. Yeah. Self love. Very, very, very important. I hope we know that. If you're an Obodo fan, you must know that. You must, because we preach it every day. You need to love yourself. If you cannot love yourself, then you don't expect anyone to love you. Love yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Treat yourself. Be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Yeah, that's secondary to God's love. Yeah. A lot of people today is a day that, they feel like, why can't I just have a Valentine? Why am I not celebrating like other people, millions of people all over the world? If you go out to the high street or the city center in London now, every restaurant is going to be packed. Every restaurant will be packed. All the spots will be packed. All the bars will be filled to the brim with people celebrating Valentine. But you know what? Yeah, you can celebrate in a different way. You don't have to go out that day. You can also go out later. Like that one told me now that yesterday, I think he heard me gossiping about him here. He was at home yesterday, he heard me gossiping about him when I said that I can't see any sign of Valentine in this house. So I think he must have heard you. So he decided that okay, since I think he's not thinking of Valentine, he's actually thinking of Valentine. And he came home with this evening. Look what he came home with. Even though he's going to church, he first came home. I was like, well, I was surprised when I saw him. I was like, why are you here? Are you not going to church? He said he wanted to bring this first. So I got flowers. It's a big bouquet of flowers. Really, really lovely. I love flowers. I don't know. Some women say they don't love flowers, but I love flowers. He knows that. He knows that. Be my Valentine says, oh, really nice. Beautiful bouquet. So I got this bouquet of flowers in this bag. He said he didn't know what to buy me. I used to complain that it's only perfume I used to get all the time. The only present that daddy one knows how to give is perfume. So I think he finally realized that I'm tired of perfume. So he didn't know what to do. So This is another bag that I got. There's a bottle there. He said that he saw. Oh my god, this is so funny. Daddy was said that he saw that they wrote B tree on it. B tree. So he thought they made it specially for me. B tree is written on it. So he decided to buy it. Mm, yeah. It's blanc de Niort. Yeah. So he bought this one for me. I said, eh, really? They made it special for me. It's okay. It's the thought that counts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. And then, of course, card. Always does cards. He puts a lot of thought into cards. Cards. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Some lovely words written on this. I'm going to keep it private. This is for me. For my ears only. I got that. And I got, what's this one? Chocolate. I think this is chocolate. Yeah, it's chocolate, I think. Found hope. Mm. Yeah. Oh, it's truffles. Okay, truffles is inside the bag. Okay. And he said we'll go out. I should prepare that we'll go out tomorrow. I said, okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Be my Valentine. So yes, I think I kind of reminded him yesterday because I was making so much noise about it. And he knows I'm very big on these things. He knows. So he decided that, okay, I don't want this woman's wahala. Let me just better go to the shop, jejeje, and come and see her before I will go to my church. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Daddy. Wow. I appreciate that. God bless you. It's the thought that counts. I appreciate it. God bless you, sir. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ kú ìtọ́jú. Ẹ kú ìfẹ́. Ẹ ṣé. So, it's Valentine's Day. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. Give us a thumbs up. I have a very, very tantalizing story. I kind of hinted about it yesterday, but before I go into the story, I wanted to share this with you guys. I put it on the screen on my screen because I didn't want to forget. Yeah, this is one of my favorite scriptures. I love it so much because it speaks to a lot of things. And it's not only about love. Proverbs 13:12. I don't like to preach, but sometimes I like to use scriptures to encourage people who are Christians in the building. If you are a Christian in the house, I like to encourage you with some word of God because there's something very comforting about the word of God. It comforts you, it suits you. And one of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 13:12, which says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. But when desire is fulfilled, it's like a tree of life. So I'm just sharing this to encourage anyone that is listening to this broadcast tonight, whether you are here or you're going to catch this later, and you are waiting. Waiting is not an easy thing. If you are waiting, whatever you are waiting for, especially if it has to do with love, relationship, marriage, having your own child, what the scripture simply says is that when you wait for a long time, deferred means something that is long. You've been waiting and you keep wondering, when is this going to happen? When am I going to have my own Valentine? Ìrètí pípẹ́. Thank you, man of prestige. Yes. Ìrètí pípẹ́ ó fọkàn ṣàárẹ̀. I mean, how do you say it? I don't know how to say it, but it's something like about Oman fọkàn ṣàárẹ̀, something like that. Yeah, you Yoruba people know how to say it better. Hope deferred. Ìrètí pípẹ́. When you've been waiting for a long time, it's hard. It's kind of hard. So you need a lot of grace. You need a lot of patience. And you need the Holy Spirit to guide you in your waiting. Because that waiting period is not wasted. I believe that when you are waiting, God is preparing you for something better. A lot of people will settle when they are waiting because of how far. Yeah. Oh, feel conshare. Yeah, it makes the heart weak. Yeah. Yeah, it makes the heart weak. It's not easy to wait. So I just want to like pray for you, as many that are listening. If you are waiting, either you are waiting for love, you're waiting for marriage, you're waiting for a child, by the grace of God, may the Lord give you the grace. The Lord will empower you. He will give you the grace to be able to wait. And please know that even if your heart is sick now, but when the desire comes, it's going to be like a tree of life. That's what the Bible tells us in that verse. Desire, when it is fulfilled on that day when you wear your wedding gown, Èmi náà rèé, you'll be dancing. All the people that thought that you would never marry, you'll be dancing. You know that kind of dance that you use you used to find trouble. Hey, when you carry your baby, every good thing, that if you are trusting God for your document, whatever it is that you are trusting God for, I pray in the mighty name of Jesus, because the Bible says that when two agree, two or more agree, it shall be fulfilled. If you are in agreement with me for this prayer tonight, you received it already. You received it. I don't need to be a pastor to be able to pray that prayer for you. It's just a prayer of agreement. I pray that you receive it in Jesus' name. The Lord will visit you, and it's not going to be too much longer because you've been waiting. He's not He's not a wicked God. He knows. He sees you. He knows. And it's going to be a tree of life, and you will come here and you will give your testimony. Ní agbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù, by the grace of God. Thank you so much. Okay. That is Valentine done, right? That is Valentine done. Since we are spending Valentine together tonight, guys, let's get to the story of the day. Thank you so much, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up if you are just joining us. I pray that you receive that grace in the name of Jesus to wait. And the day of visitation is around the corner for you. Ní orúkọ Jésù. So the story we want to deliberate on tonight is this very, very heartbreaking story. Since I saw this story, I've been, oh my God. There's something about we that empaths. I don't know how God has made empaths. When you are an empath, you are touched when people. I believe Christ was an empath, because he says in that when that woman went, and was looking for solution, that Christ was touched by the feeling of her infirmity. Yeah, I believe Christ was definitely an empath. Jesus was an empath. When you're an empath, when things happen to people, there's a way you feel it. It's almost like you are the one going through it, and you always want to make them feel better. You want to see, what can I do to help? How can I take this pain away from that person? You feel it. All of you that are empaths in the building, you understand what I'm saying. All the empaths in the house, you know how the feeling is. So the story is about this man. His name is Ikenna Nwora. That's his name. Ikenna Nwora. And the lady's name is Chinasa. Chinasa Emmanuel. That's their picture there. It's been floating all over social media. Some of you may have seen it. And this was in 2021. There are several pictures of them. So she posted this one, say, "Happy Sunday, guys. Me and my husband, I love you." This was 2020, 21st June 2020. Me and my husband, I love you. We've been trying to see if we can get hold of this lady, but we couldn't. My Nigerian peeps have been trying to see if they can get hold of her. Unfortunately, it seems like her social media presence is not the same. Can you see the difference between that picture I just showed you and this one? So let me show you again. This was Chinasa. Yeah, back in 2020. Look at her now. That is her and the guy called Ikenna. Right? And the story has it that Chinasa is a very hardworking woman. Let me read it. for you. I don't know her from anywhere. Never seen her before. This is the first time I'm coming across her profile. I'm not on Facebook, but it's been circulating all across social media platforms. And somebody called Davis Akunwa said, I've known Chinasa Manuela or Manuel for a long time, since 2012. We used to call her China because she used to be very beautiful and she looks like Chinese people. She used to hustle like a man. She sells drinks and she has sales girls too that she pays salaries. I have heard about a guy she was dating back then, though I didn't know the full gist, but Ikenna may be the one. Chinasa is a good and very hardworking lady. She sponsored the guy his trip to abroad and took care of him, and he promised to marry her. She waited for him to return, but the guy returned and married another lady. That is the cocoa of the story. So, this is the lady that Ikenna reportedly married now. Okay? So, this is Chinasa now on social media posting. Ikenna Nwora, you will receive bad news in the morning, you will walk in vain, and you will fall in all your ways. You will fail in all your ways. Unshe babanla ekpe lo nse fun. Like she's properly laying curses on him. So that's the story. I read another report that said that she had gone to take some money that didn't belong to her from her mother to sponsor this guy called Ikenna to the abroad, allegedly. And the mother was so heartbroken that she fell sick. As a result of the illness, the mama come by. She deleted because of the heartbreak of the money that Chinasa took from her business. So you can say this is struggle love. So now the story has it that Ikenna, having been abroad and now he's okay financially, has gone back to marry a younger woman. You can see the woman beside him that they are doing traditional marriage is much younger. And so Chinasa has been on social media posting, and basically, I don't even know what she's going through at the moment. 25 years of dating. First of all, when I saw that, I was like, no, be juju be this. How do you date somebody for 25 years? Because no. My people, I don't understand it. Maybe somebody can make it make sense to me. 25 years. So apparently they met in their 20s. I understand that Chinasa is around 46 years old now. Don't know if it's true. All this is reportedly, allegedly. They met in their 20s. So she was like maybe 21 when they met. She's 46 now. So she's on social media now. She said here that Ikenna Nwora, come and tell Zion. I don't know what is Zion. Maybe that's church. I don't know. She said, come and tell Zion that you promised to marry me and you tell people that you will settle me. Okay? Come and settle me or you will see me in your home today. So there's a couple of random posts she's been posting on social media. Okay? Let me just share a few of them with you guys. She's been posting randomly. Obviously, finding out about the traditional marriage is not something that was palatable to her. If the story about promising her marriage and dating this man for 25 years is true, right? This is another post. She said, Ikenna Nwora, see me in Zion for the settlement today. Does anybody know what Zion is? What's Zion? Is that a church? Or is it an area? What's Zion? I don't know what Zion is. She kept saying, see me in Zion, see me in Zion. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Zion means. Maybe it's an area in the north. I say in the north, in the east, I don't know. But that's the name. That's what she keeps saying. See me in Zion, see me in Zion. This is Chinasa. And the thing that was so heartbreaking about this story, yeah, is the fact that people are now shading her on social media saying, now what for you? Oh? If now your brother, Zara is a church in Lagos. Oh, it's a ministry in Lagos. Thank you, AO. I see. I thought so because when you say Zion, these are the kind of names that churches normally have back in Nigeria. People are now sharing Chinasa on social media saying that, "Eh, if now you, do you want your brother to marry someone that look like you? See the way you look." You know, some people have no hearts. Mm. Some people have no hearts. It's a prayer ministry. Ah, thank you, Duchess. I knew it has to be a church. Maybe that's where she attended. So if she's attending a church like that, and the pastor is aware, I mean, what kind of ministry is that will encourage somebody to wait for a man that is not even your husband? You are not married legally for that long. To date for 25 years? I don't understand. I don't know if there's a child between them. The story didn't get that far. But this is all the things she was posting. She was like, so these are the things she was posting prior. You see how pretty she was? Can you see life? Oh, Kayama, wow. You see how pretty she was? Look at her. Just look at this picture. This was 2020. Say China and Assad. 2020. Wow. Come and see me now. Come and see me now. You see how pretty she was? Mhm. This is another post by Chinasa. She said, Ike Nawara, you want to run away. You lie. You go nowhere. Oh my God. Chai, this is so sad. Honestly. She was like, where are you going to? You go nowhere. Me and you will go by here. Then she started to lay curses on him again about how he will receive bad news. He will walk in. So many curses that I don't even want to repeat. Ó ṣépè fún gan o. Serious èpè. So you want to run away? You lie. You go nowhere. It's me and you. You promised me marriage. Hmm. My people, there's a lot of lesson in this, right? That's where we are going to. This is the post where they said that she allegedly stole her mother's money to sponsor the man abroad, while the mother buy out of grief from the stolen money. The guy she sponsored abroad has returned to marry a younger lady. Lady Chinasa Emmanuel, as she spells her name, is charging. She's charging her the said lover, Ike Nawara, for dumping her after all she went through because of their love. Struggle, love, whoa. So, this kind of love, first of all, I want to ask, can there be any recourse for a relationship that is not formal? Like, if you didn't get married, right? You did relationship, even though it's a relationship of 25 years, based on promise. Remember, I don't know if promise is legally binding or it's something that is verbal where there is no documentation to back it. Can somebody take it to, even if you can take it to court? Even with marriage certificate in Nigeria, go only bó ṣe jẹ́. Talk of where there is nothing to prove that this promise happened. But why do brothers do this? Why do some brothers do this? We need to ask that question. Why? If you know she wasn't good enough for you, and I appreciate guys that were coming out to speak about this. I think Okon, how many of you know Okon? Okon, the comedian, spoke about this. I saw a post he did today saying that if you know she's not good enough for you, yeah, if she's not your spec, maybe she's not, she's not the complexion that you like, she's not the body shape that you like, whatever. Don't go promising marriages to people that you don't make promises that you cannot fulfill. Somebody said it's spiritually binding. spiritually. How do you get recourse for spiritual issues? If somebody promises you something, in the case of Chinasa now, how is she going to, is Zion going to be able to help them resolve this? The guy is married to someone else. He's married. How are you going to resolve this struggle of this spiritual binding? Temilade, you have any idea? Because me, I don't know. Hmm? Okay, somebody said in Kenya, there's recourse these days. A lady sued a man in court in Kenya. Did she win? Why do people do this? Some women do it too. They do it to a man. Using other people is never cool. Whether it's a man or a woman, using people is never all right, guys. Some women to do this. You go and collect something from a man you have zero love for. You know you don't even like him. You can't stand him. But you keep collecting. When you finish going to school now, he's finished paying all your bills and everything, sponsoring you and all your entire family. Is then you will now know that he doesn't speak English very well. His teeth is crooked. He doesn't know how to carry well very well. He's not your spec. You will now go and look for a fine boy. It is never cool to use people. And Nigeria is particularly a very, very harsh environment for ladies like this. Look at her at 46. 46 is not a joke. It's not moi moi. 46 is not, it's not 36, it's not 26. If you are in Nigeria, you know what I'm talking about. Growing up in Nigeria, even till tomorrow, by the time you are approaching 30, pressure to marry is real. Where is she going to start from? Where is she going to begin from? So all this why, according to the story, Chinasa has just been hoping. Oh my God, ladies, please don't build your life on hope. Especially when it's a man-made hope. It's only God that never fails. Any human being can fail. People can promise you and they will not bring the promise to pass. Obviously, it was struggle love for them when they started. Look at them when they started. Right? The guy is in the abroad now. He's brushed up. Maybe he's advanced himself. He's working. He's got some coins now. He may have gone back to school. You can see from the way she writes that she has little education. If they started in their 20s, she has very little education. If the guy steps up, he may be feeling now that, this one don't fit my spec anymore. She's not good enough for me anymore. My people, Yoruba ni ohun tí ò dá ò dá o. Because people don't know that heartbreak is actually a thing that can even end somebody's life. I mean, I've spoken to some people. You see, there's a thin line between sanity and insanity. May God not allow situations that will push you borderline, that will push you to where your stress bucket, we always make the analysis about your stress bucket, where your stress bucket will overflow. That's when people they don't know the difference between what is real and what is not anymore. I spoke to a lady not too long ago. She said she wanted to come on the show. So I said, okay, let me talk to you first and find out, because it wasn't about a relationship or anything. It wasn't about the usual thing that we do here, which is DV related or, supporting people. But she said she wanted to come on the show. I said, okay, let me talk to you and see what's happening. My people, the day we finally spoke, I had to make sure that it was not me that was misunderstanding. I had to go and meet Daddy Wa and put it on the speaker and say, please help me listen. Maybe my understanding today, maybe I'm tired and so I'm not hearing well. Please. By the time she spoke for 10 minutes, Daddy Wa was just signaling me, giving me signal and said, no, she's this one has lost it. She's lost it because everything she was saying doesn't add up. She'll start from here and jump to here. She'll start from here and jump to here. The stories were all over the place. So you can tell that she is not in touch with reality. There was a lot of paranoia in her story. There was a lot of things that, that's why I was like, no, 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 no. It was giving me signal. I was like, no. Abby, you're talking about her grammar. Did you not know that her grammar was not good when he was taking her money? If he actually did, broken heart is a real thing. Maybe he too doesn't have good grammar. We never know. I mean, Egbayeleye water, right? So not being able to write grammar or being having education is not a criteria for. There are women that are highly educated. So that one has got nothing to do with anything. It's got nothing to do with anything. They met in their 20s, but instead of advancing herself, she built on, what will I call it? Is it sleeping sand or quicksand? Yeah, she was building on quicksand. Yeah. Uzo say, you will see an Igbo man who is a businessman with no education looking for a doctor wife. Yes, now. Why not? His ambition now. People cannot be ambitious. Uzo, leave your Igbo brother alone. No. Why not? He will tell you that the fact that he didn't go to school doesn't mean that I cannot marry a doctor. It's money now. Oh, with Igbo men, education means everything. Is that what you're saying, Uzo? Education means everything. Even when the man himself is not educated. Wow. The only issue I have with this matter is the fact that 25 years is a long time. Nigeria is not a very kind place for ladies who are spinsters at that age. 46, 40, no husband. You too, you start feeling the pressure. You'll be feeling the depression. It's only women who have money. When women have money, like these days, you see all these celebrities, they don't care because they are able to travel. No, they live their own beautiful life. They have their apartments, they have their nice cars, they have a group of friends, they can live, a good life. But at this level that Chinasa is, in the environment that she is, I don't know her circumstances, but from the pictures and the story that I've heard so far, it's not looking pretty. Especially knowing that the story, people around her who knows her are saying that her mother deleted because of this matter. How will you feel if you took something from your parents to give somebody that you love, because love they shack you, and not gonna end up marrying? The person now goes to marry another person. Guys, the betrayer is not here. He not be here. Uzo, you say it gives them bragging rights. Yeah? Yeah. I was watching a video the other day. That video, I shared it in the groups and I encourage everybody to watch it. And this pastor in America was talking about why men leave women that build them. That was a very, very powerful teaching. And I'm so glad that it was coming from a man. The way that sermon was, the way the teaching was delivered was so, so impressive. He talked extensively about it. That video is very, very good. I encourage everybody to watch it. Yeah? Why men leave women who help them. Men who leave women who help them to grow, to rise. Why? The name of the pastor is R.C. Blakes Jr. R.C. Blakes Jr. Why men leave the women who help them to get up. The way he explained it, he said that it's almost like when somebody is having crisis in mental health, when they're having crisis, there is a team that specializes in managing crisis, but they are not long term. So they come in, they manage the crisis, they get you, to a stable place. Then you have your long-term therapist who you're going to be working with for the rest of your life. He said relationships are like that. That men, usually when they have a crisis, the woman who helps them to manage that crisis, they move on from there to long term women they will be with long term. So that's why you see some men don't feel any obligation. They don't feel like, okay, you've helped me. Why should I be with you? And now, as a result of so many things that happen on social media and stories of our aunties and our uncles and people that have been used and dumped, that's why young ladies now tell you, "Pay, I'm not doing struggle love with you. I don't want, if you have no money, no romance without finance." Cynthia, our lovely Cynthia here on this platform says it very well. Say, I can do this for myself. I can do so, so, and so for myself. If you don't bring any value, if you've got no value to bring into the relationship, then I don't want it. Because what are you bringing in? What are you bringing in? How is this woman going to cope now? And now, Uncle is with a younger, more fresher woman who can probably give him children, younger girl who is enjoying, not knowing his crisis period when Chinasa was there. When Chinasa was busy helping Uncle to grow. It's not very fair. It's not fair. Oh. If this story is true, then it's not fair at all. It's not. What's she gonna do now? Where's she gonna start from? Who is gonna marry her at this age? Women, please stop building other people and build yourself. Especially the one that you are not committed to in marriage yet. If it's marriage, I will understand. Because you know you are in this together. You are invested. You have an interest. You said I do. You have children. You have things that are binding you together. Boyfriend and girlfriend, investing on a boyfriend. I don't know. Right? Adewale said, I have a theory that when women begin to build men up, the men begin to see them like their mom, not girlfriend. That is what that man of God said. He said that they see the women who build them up as their mother. They don't see them as their partner. They don't see them as lovers. They see them as mothers. Because this is what a mother does. A mother is different from... You are so right. If you watch that video that I'm telling you about, you will see the way the man broke it down. It makes absolute sense what he was saying there. So they see them as this mommy savior. So when he's on his feet now, because he's not emotionally connected to you in a romantic way, because he's seeing you as a mother, nobody is speaking of their mother and they are having feelings. No. Mother is the one that does things for you that, mother is the one that fixes things, cook for you, clean for you, help you, take care of you. So now that you are standing on your feet, you want to go and look for somebody that you are romantically connected to. That's exactly what happens. That's the way that man explained it. So what's going to happen? You think he's going to pay her back her money? Will he even agree? Will he even address her concerns? Or is he just going to walk away and not look back? Yeah. She's invested for a long time. 25 years is no joke, guys. What is she going to do now? What is she going to do? I mean, God forbid, if anything happens to Chinasa, that she decides, this thing that this guy has done is too much. I cannot carry on, because heartbreak is not a joke. If she decide, God forbid, to buy herself, will this guy called Ikenna, will he be able to carry on living a happy life with his new bride, knowing that this woman has actually invested 25 whole years in his life? Let us fear God. Let's fear God. Romari said, having invested that long in the relationship, he should get ready for whatever comes, because at this point, she might feel she has nothing to lose and go to the extreme. Yeah. You see the way she was venting on social media? Say, come and see me in Zion now. Come and see me in Zion now. Wow. What is she going to do? Where is she going to start from? I don't know. Moral of the story, my people, if you have money to go abroad, send yourself abroad. Hmm? Ladies, send yourself abroad. If not abroad, they hungry you. Go and look for visa. Say, I beg, where did they go that school? I want go school. They say that they go school for obodooyinbo. Me self, I want go school for obodooyinbo so that it go increase my level. Somebody was even mocking Chinasa on social media. You know how all these Facebook people are. That look at the way she's spelling her name. That she couldn't spell her name properly. Now how can he marry her? Somebody that has gone to the abroad will come back and marry somebody that cannot even spell Emmanuel. That Chinasa, the way she spelled Chinasa, I was like, really? So now, one Mama Sorosi, people will be talking and shading her. Why? Because she was good. She thought she was building a life. But unfortunately, it was the wrong foundation. It was completely wrong. So, moral of the lesson or moral of the story, anything that you know you cannot leave, anything that you know you cannot let go, don't give it to anybody, especially when it's relationship wise. Only invest what you know you can let go of and it's not going to impact on you. Don't go and steal like they are saying that Chinasa did. Look at how pretty she was. Look at before and after. See how she looks now. She's like a completely different person. So she's been praying and hoping that, Ikenna, my husband, every day she's posting my husband. And another thing, ladies, please, any man that's not married, you don't call them your husband. Don't. Even if he say, oh, he's joking with you and say, you're my wife, la lie. Loriro. No, you are not. Until they marry you, you are not a wife. Don't be deceived. I don't know why women, they quickly, that kind of thing, they sweet us. My wife, your body go, they sweet you. You be wife. You don't go see your parents. Who you pay bride price to? Build yourself, build yourself, build yourself. You'll be more attractive if you build yourself. If she had built herself now, she will have better options. She'll have better options. Now she feels like she's stuck. Who is going to look at me? Who is going to marry me now? I'm 46 years old. Little or no education. Maybe Nigeria is not an easy place. Business is not going. The psychological impact, God bless you. Get it? The psychological impact, Now, wow. No, please. This is just, is awful. It's really, really awful. Yeah. Grow yourself. Develop yourself. So that if boyfriend and girlfriend no work again, you have better options. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, men always have more options than women. We said it here that if you look at eligible women who are eligible for marriage, educated, pretty, got their own thing doing, they got their own job, got their life put together. For every 10 women you will see, you only see about 2 men that are eligible, that will be suitable for those women. You only see like maybe 2, and that is even exaggerating. Maybe 1. It's not that they are not men, but we're talking about people that are eligible. So, men always have options. Because no matter how man be, you go see woman where go say, I like you, baby, you go agree. You go marry him. BBO was telling us the story of his father who is in his 80s. The mother just passed away. Not even up to 2 months. The mother passed away in December. And I want some auntie, some grandmother already lining up to be checking up on Baba that is 80. A man at 70 still has options. But women, our options are not so much, especially if you don't want to settle. That's why you need to develop yourself. You need to work on yourself. Don't be building people. Build yourself. Build yourself. You are not their mother. You're not their mother. Why do you feel obligated that, somebody that you're not married, if it was within marriage, I would say, okay, she's doing it for marriage. Okay, what is again now? promise, based on promise, babe, you are my husband. Mouth, I go marry you, I no go marry you. Ah, it's not good enough. So let's have a discussion about this. Ify, I was thinking about you a few days ago. I was like, I haven't seen you in a while. I need to message you to see how you are doing. Nice to see you, darling.
Hello, Auntie B. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's to you too. Once I saw this topic here, I mean, I just stumbled on it. I had a little break, and I thought, oh, let me, we cannot oversay this. This is what this show and this channel is about, where we talk about women building themselves and how important it is for them to think about themselves. It's not about you being selfish. It is about you putting yourself first, and there's nothing wrong with it. And Auntie B, I don't know if this woman is watching. You asked, you said, what can she do? There are so many
Mm,
things she can do even now. It looks
mhm.
like all hopes are lost, but I don't agree, because
Right.
something terrible happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, she first needs to take care of herself. You can see that there's a lot of anger on her face. There's a
Look,
lot of the
just look at
anger.
that.
Yeah, look at her. Yeah, there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of pain behind that look that I'm seeing. And the only way she can get rid of that is to first tell herself that it's okay that she made a mistake, because it's a mistake. She has to accept, because her anger is spelling, oh, I did you a favor. Well, she had options. She could have been smarter. She could have chosen not to steal for him. She could have chosen to tell him, well, I'll support you in whatever you do, but not this way. I'm gonna see how I can support you the best way that I can, but I'm not gonna steal for you. And if you don't come around as much as you should, I'm gonna go look for somebody else. There's so many options she had, but she didn't take any of those options. But she still has options. How about she starts by healing from the inside? I know it's tough, but this look on her face is a look of, when something's going on inside of you and then it's
It's
reflected.
frustration. It's
Yeah,
frustration.
the
The look on her
frustration is
face
all
is
over her face.
complete,
Yeah,
totally is frustration.
she's frustrated, and you see the
Yeah.
color of hair that she chooses to wear, gray, purple, those kind of colors and stuff like that. I wish I had a contact, because the first thing I want to pump her up with, she needs to take a lot of collagen, drink a lot of water. Her
Right.
face needs to get younger again.
Right.
Somebody should please reach out to her and tell her to
We've been
take
trying to
collagen.
find her. Now, my Nigerian links have been trying to find her. I even wanted to bring her on the show to see how we can support her. Eh?
Yes,
Even
this
if to
woman.
change her wig, at least I have plenty wigs that I can even
Yes,
dash her
so
so
yes,
that
she
she can
need.
repackage, give her makeup, give her clothes.
Yes, yes. And, of course, if you ask me, because you said, what can she do? Okay, let her start taking care. Let her heal from the inside. Start taking a lot of collagen, a lot of water. Let her change her wig, do nice makeup, get an English tutor. Get an English tutor. All those people who are yapping her, have they heard the man talk? This one looks like a bushman too now. Aroko. This man looks like a bushman too. I don't see any difference between the two of them. Remember, you said, Auntie B, that Egbe Yele Yen Water, for them to have fallen in love in the first place, you can tell that they were on the same level before this guy's, fortune changed, before the woman sent him abroad, and now he got a trophy wife, which is very typical of Igbo men. They like trophy wives. They're not, they go school, but then they like to find
That's what Uzo
women.
was saying, oh, that
Yeah.
is a thing that they used to brag.
Yeah, they use it to brag. It's a bragging right for them. Like, oh, look at my trophy that I got as a wife. Look, look, look. She's
Mm.
pretty, she's
She's
smart.
much younger. Look at her. That
Yeah,
this one
she's
will be
much
in his
younger.
she'll be in her 20s.
Definitely. They're just, I'm sorry, oh, they are peas. I don't know how to use, I don't want to use that word because of the sensitivity of the word itself. You see, they will go find girl with and collect like 30 years from 20 Igbo men like to they do those kind of things. And look at this girl. You showed a picture of Chinasa when she was much younger. Very pretty young
She
woman.
was, she
Glenn.
was.
And who says that the youth cannot be maintained? One can maintain their youth. There's so
Yeah.
much. I
It's
mean,
hardship. Sometimes hardship contributes to why people age more than their years. I mean,
absolutely,
I went to
absolutely.
Nigeria in 2019, Ify.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
kid you not. when I saw some of my classmates that we went
Yeah.
to secondary school and
Yes.
primary school together, they
Yes.
look like my mother.
Yes, absolutely, Auntie B. I totally agree. And most of even the people that have the money in Nigeria, they don't even know that there is such thing as collagen. You can start taking collagen from the age of 35. You just be looking like you're 40 years, 30 years younger. I don't know how many people take collagen here, but collagen is very important. Once you clock 35, start pumping a lot of collagen into your system.
Is it like
Stop.
multivitamins? I'm not taking no. Let me go and look for.
Oh, Auntie B, you should start taking collagen.
I take
Oh.
multivitamins, but I don't know if it has
No,
collagen in it.
no, collagen plays a different role for multivitamins. Basically, what it
Really?
does is that
Ha!
it keeps your cell bodies and everything together. Your skin is
Online
tight.
about it. Yeah, I come
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So
Mhm.
it's collagen. Get it, Auntie B. You might be taking all these other vitamins. If you're not taking collagen, what happens is that age is still going to set in because those vitamins keep you healthy, but your skin has to be radiant. So with collagen and fish oil, combine those two and you're going to be looking like 20, 30 years
The
younger.
hardship in Nigeria is it not enough to age somebody more than their
To age
age? Eh?
exactly and to be in fact there's so many factors, I saw a lot of people that I went to Unilag together too that were looking much older than I am when I visited Nigeria the last time that I did. But I hope that people can surround this woman with a lot of love. She
Yeah.
needs to clear her heart
Anybody
needs to
that
be
can still
clear.
find her, we would like to see her. Anybody that
Yes,
can find her in Nigeria, please. If you
yes,
can find her and
that
link her to us. I
That's,
mean,
that's important, Auntie B. And Auntie
yeah.
B, I wanted to quickly tell you the collagen, try if you can get the oil-based collagen, the ones
Hmm.
that you can dissolve in water and drink, not the tablet one because
Not
they
the
taste like
tablets.
not the
Okay.
tablet. If you can't get the oil one, the oil-based one you can mix with water, just take the tablet one. They're still good. They serve the same function and it just keeps you 20, 30 years younger. Nobody will believe. All the airlines in the front will grow back. I don't know what brands you guys use in the UK, but there's so many ones. You can find them in store. You don't even need any prescription for it. But
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
that's the secrets to staying young that most people have not discovered. Collagen is the
Thank you
way
for
forward, and
sharing
I,
with
I
us.
wish Chinasa can take more of those so that she can look
When will she see
younger.
it? When they never see food chop for Nigeria, and collagen be the next thing when
That
they
one
want
na
to
the,
see.
na the problem where they there
The
now.
only
But
fish oil they can get it will be from Okweko. Where are they going to get fish oil?
Auntie V, you're cracking me up. You started.
It's true now. It's from Okweko they can get fish oil. But not very.
You were not
You know
very.
how my brother was telling me today that they can't get money. People are queuing up in the
Yeah,
banks
it's really
from
bad.
from 6 a.m. They can't get anything more than 10,000 naira.
It's really bad. It's really bad. I mean, it's a sad
Hmm.
situation down there. And if you couple all of that together with heartbreak, women should not be subjected to heartbreak in that Nigeria. The heartbreak from the government self is enough. Now, come and add the heartbreak of a man. That one will just buy somebody now. And that's why Chinasa is looking like this.
I feel so sorry for
I
her.
pray for
Honestly,
her.
I do.
Auntie B,
Yeah.
I pray for her. There are women like that. And this whole idea
Mm,
of build yourself, build yourself. Auntie B, there are some women who don't have willpower to make
mm,
healthy decisions for themselves. And that's
yeah.
why we should not be alone in this world. We need girlfriends that will
Yeah.
put sense into our heads. A
Absolutely.
girlfriend that will
Absolutely.
say, don't do that. If you do this, da da da. People just live by themselves. How can you survive in this world by yourself? You
Some people
need a
tell you I don't
community.
have friends. I've
That's
seen
it.
women here on this platform that say I don't have friends,
No,
both
they
single
need.
and married. They say
No,
I
no,
don't have any
find one
friends.
good one. Yeah, find one good one. Like Auntie B, that one that woman that you visit in the countryside in the UK. Look at that, your
Yeah.
wonderful friend from
Oh,
Kenya.
my Kenyan friend, Auntie
Everybody
Jackie.
needs everybody.
Oh
A
yeah.
woman like Auntie Jockey in
Oh, we
their
have so
life.
much fun together. She's
I
amazing.
know, and I can
Yeah.
see the radiance on your face every
Oh
time you
yeah,
visit her.
yeah. She
So
teaches
people,
me so much,
I know, and that's what friendship is about. Friendship is
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
everybody, every woman on this platform. Get a good girlfriend. Get a good girlfriend. Get a good friend that surrounds you and talk sense into you. I guess
What
Chinasa
about
did
all
that.
these church people? If this
Mhm.
one that is saying, see me Zion, and here is a prophetic church. All these
Prophetic.
people that go to church, you think they're just going to be listening to whatever their man of God is saying
Mama
without using their
Diane.
sense?
And B, this is it. This is the willpower thing. Most of these churches play on people's intelligence. They know, like Chinasa cannot write clearly. And you
Mm-hmm.
can tell that her IQ is rather low.
Mm-hmm.
These people tend to play on people's intelligence. When they see that the person's IQ is low, they use all these spiritual backdoor things to deceive them. I mean, how can you wait for a man for 20 something years? For what now? For what?
How do you date for 25 years, Biko? No.
How, Auntie
When some
B?
marriages don't even last 10 years or 5 years, you are dating. I've never dated for 25. Are you
And
kidding
Auntie B,
me?
this Chinesa, he never watched Dr. Bimbo Dukoya, Pastor Bimbo, the late one, may God rest her soul. That
Mhm.
woman said 6 months into a relationship, if the guy is not making sense, ask him what's up. And if he's not making sense, kick him out and go and look for another one. Why should you
Absolutely.
wait after 6 months? Move on. Wait till
And
you
you
the
know the
big
funny
one.
thing, Ify, I
Huh?
bet that this one that he's married to now, he didn't date her for 6 months before he married her. That's
Exactly.
what men usually do. When they date you
Exactly.
for so long, it means they are never going to marry you. The one they want to marry, a man that wants to marry, I think it's about timing for men. When a man is
Yes.
ready to marry, any woman that he comes in contact with, within a few
Oma,
months, one
Oma
year maximum, they
frustrate.
will marry. They
To
will
borrow
just
a
marry.
trophy wife, yeah. In addition to being a trophy wife like this one, and Auntie B, wait, oh, you see this one? We sit down for that picture that I'm seeing. That one
Mm.
look like somebody we not sabi speak English. Self, from what I'm looking at, he just fine. He young. He did okay for him. Look, you see the
I
dress
mean,
where she
if I
wear.
still marry and if na English matter, now you go send and go school. Now,
He
person
go
know they
send
go
am
school
go
for your husband
school. He
house.
go send am go school, and that's why Chinasa needs to. There's no such thing as it's too late to go back to school. Let her get a diploma. Let her get an English tutor that will teach her how to write and speak in English. There's so many ways she could learn. Let her not leave herself. I hope somebody who knows her can just tell her this. Never give up. Never ever give up. And I just hope if there's anyone on this platform who's something similar to this happened to, you have to pick yourself up and make the best out of your life. Don't let anybody pull you down. And Auntie B, I just want to thank you for always bringing these stories on the platform. We appreciate you so much, and may God continue to bless you and your family. I know that there's so many
Amen.
people who are looking to say something, so I'm going to let them come on. Auntie B, do have a
Thank
wonderful day,
you.
and I'll
Thank
start
you,
watching again.
Ify.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Bye.
you, Dr. Ify. God
Yeah.
bless you. Beautiful, beautiful Dr. Ify. Thank you so much. Ah, women. Somebody was telling me a story which day. Adewale, you're a nurse. If you want to say something about this, whether you're a man or a woman, I want to find out from men, especially, why is it that you date somebody for so long, you don't marry them, you end up marrying somebody you just met? Is it that you get tired of the relationship, or is it that it wasn't you never wanted to marry the person? What it is? What is it? How can you date somebody for, let's say, 2 years? You don't marry them, then you now meet somebody 2 weeks, you are getting married. 6 months, you are getting. I don't understand. What is it? Why do you think men do that?
Hello, Auntie B.
Adewale.
Good evening.
Hello.
Can you
Happy
hear me
Valentine's
clearly?
Day. Yes, my dear.
Happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's not Valentine for
It's not
me, but
Valentine for you. You're not celebrating.
we're single, and the people in relationship are not even showing us some love. So we're single.
You're single, Adewale. Ha. You shouldn't be single. You are too good to be single when you are ready. I'm sure you are
Well,
not ready. You don't want to date yet. When you are ready, I'm sure you will see
yeah,
plenty.
yeah. So that brings me to the answer to your question. Men actually put women in categories.
Mm-hmm.
There, there are women that they would just see and they say, "Oh, this one is just the one I just want to have fun with," and that's it. They'll say, "Oh, this one is good for a girlfriend. I can date her for some while, and I'll see. Okay, maybe if I want to marry her." And then there are women who they see instantly that even within the next second, they are saying, "I want to marry this girl."
She's wife material.
Exactly. So men put women in those three levels, and sometimes they can move the ladies or lady from one stage to another. They do it a lot of guys in this chat can agree with me on that. So the way, like, I like, for a woman to actually prevent being in any of those like long-term levels is making sure you're letting the guy know what you want, and if he's not doing what you want, you move.
Because as a woman, you are the one that has the biological clock.
Exactly. You move. You can't date someone for, I even say, even 1 year is too long. If the guy is not telling you, or not just telling you, or showing you signs that yes, he's actually thinking of you as his partner, his life partner. If he's
Mm,
not doing that, you move. You don't. If you're waiting, you're just like you're. It's at your own risk,
risk.
because you can't read anyone's mind. You can't read a man's mind. You don't know what
Hmm.
he's thinking. You can only see his actions. So that's why some men would see a woman for like They'll know that they'll meet the lady in a week, and within 6 months they get married. Because from the very first or second day they meet that lady, they already know, yeah, I want her
So
to be
if
my
a man knows that he doesn't want her long term, why would he not let her go? I mean, 25 years is a lifetime.
because there's certain also benefits that he could get from the lady. For example, in this story, the benefit of Chinasa to that man was he was more like his benefactor,
Yeah, because
basically.
I mean, when he went abroad, immediately he said to the could have said, you know what, Nne, thank you very much. God used you to help me, but now I don't think I'm coming back. You can even use that as an excuse to say, I don't think I'm coming back to Nigeria. Please just face your life. It would have been better
He,
because you know you are still not going to marry her.
his conscience wouldn't allow him to do that.
Wow.
He wouldn't allow him to do that. Because when you deceive someone, you can't deceive someone for so long, and then you come and want to you come and say, oh, I'm done with you, just go and live your life. People who deceive people can't do that.
So now he went and got married, and she
Of
saw
course,
seen
that's
the
what he's going to
traditional.
do.
She's
And
seen the wedding pictures now. What's she
I,
supposed? I mean,
I'm
she still
very
found
sure
out, right?
he did it behind her back. She found out
Mm-hmm.
somehow. He
Yeah.
wouldn't tell her. So this story is the exact reason why I'm against struggle love. At the beginning, I used to like, oh yeah, you can struggle with someone. And then as I grew older, I started thinking about it. You can't love or marry someone out of loyalty. It doesn't work.
Out of pity.
Out
Some
of
is out of
pity,
pity.
or loyalty, it doesn't work.
Mm. Mm.
So for men, women, don't build anyone up or don't struggle with anyone. Build yourself up. Meet the person at a comfortable place. Because if
Mm.
you're building someone as a man, or you're building a lady up as a man, and then she eventually becomes someone successful, she's going to start having more options. So she's going to start thinking, she's going to start putting her emotions, her feelings, her financial status in mind when she's thinking of a partner. And
Do people not think that there are consequences for actions though? Do you think you can do something like this and you just walk away and karma is not going to visit you?
when it comes to love and relationships, people don't think that way.
Okay. So what they say about love and marriage that there is no what's that saying that
All is fair in love and
all is
war.
fair in love and
Yeah,
war. Yeah.
people don't think that
Right.
way. People don't think that way. So, for your own interest, don't struggle with anyone. If you're a man or a woman, I'm totally against it. Let everyone struggle at their father's house. When we're
I like that.
successful,
You say everybody should struggle in your father's house. I'm not your
exactly,
mother. What
exactly,
you know, my grown
exactly.
friend, this lady, she's my grown friend, grown ass woman, doing very well. She has a beautiful house, doing her thing. Met this guy. So I haven't spoken to her for a while. So we're catching up a few days ago, and I was like, "Hi, is this your bobo?" She's divorced. And she said to me, I had to let him go. I said, what happened? Adewale. She told me that the guy used to call her and say, ṣé mo lè rí £5 ń bẹ̀ yẹn? Ṣé mo lè rí £5?
Urgent 2K.
Urgent 2K. He used to say that he was asking her to borrow him money, and he was saying, "She will £5 in bed." She was like, she was even feeling insulted. Pay even if you are so I don't know how you ask a
Like,
woman
don't
that
you
you
have
are
shame
be asking a woman for money,
for
a
money?
woman that you
Exactly.
want to date you,
Date.
but
Yeah.
even if you want to ask, you'd be asking for £5, £5. She will £5 in bed. She said, Brie, I can't do this kind of nonsensical love. I had to let him go.
Of course. Of course. Of
I
course.
said, if he's already asking you for £5, very soon he will say
I
you should
mean,
go and
if
take loan
if
and give
if
him.
and to be if your friend had like the struggle mindset, of course you'd say, "Oh, yeah, he's just struggling, and I need to
No,
take care of him."
no, no,
Don't do that.
my
Just
friend, no, 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 no,
no. Just because
no.
just because you build someone does not mean they're going to love you or marry you. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. It
Mm,
doesn't. It
yeah,
doesn't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no struggle love. Meet at a comfortable place, and then
yeah,
You know
Yeah.
everyone is thinking clearly, and
Yes.
you know what the
Yes.
person wants.
Let's know what you are bringing to you two. Let's know what you are bringing to the
Exactly,
table. What are
exactly,
you bringing to it? What value? I
exactly,
mean,
exactly. But
Adewale, I just, I believe strongly that relationship these days, you need to be thinking about value, value, value.
you have to. You
What
have to.
value are you bringing? It's not only finances alone, it's emotional, it's spiritual,
Everything.
you know,
Like
mental. What value? If the person is not bringing any values to come to your house, women, please.
you
And
move.
African men are not built in a way that, because of the way, especially
There's a lot
Nigerian
of
men,
ego.
a lot Nigerian men have ego. And if you cannot be giving a man money and you still be so submissive, some women have the tendency, someone like me, if I give you money, sorry, if
So money is power. So
I
once you
give you money, I'm the one giving you
exactly,
money. Ha,
you're the
you
provider.
you shifted from
The
the
role.
position of the man to maybe a model. I don't know, but I'm not gonna give. No, I mean,
Like
it's not gonna work for
as a
me.
lady,
It
once
won't.
you begin to build the man up, he can't help you. He's going to start seeing you either as his elder sister. I'm not saying like it's not literally like he's going to see you like, oh, you're my elder sister, and I can't be in a relationship. Like in his mind, that's how
Mm,
he can't even help it. He'll become either his elder sister or his mom.
mhm.
So when he
Yeah,
gets the
mom.
money and becomes the man, obviously he's gonna leave his mom's house to go look for a younger lady. That's what he's gonna do.
Exactly. Exactly. No,
So
a man has got to own his own thing. You are a
exactly,
man.
he
That's how
has
we
to
were raised.
struggle. He has to struggle to become a man.
The woman is supposed to support. You are not supposed to reverse the roles
You
that,
can't, you
I
can't,
will now be the one that will become, I will be the one that will take the position. No, it
you
never
can't.
works.
No, no, you can't build up a man. Like I don't know. You just no, no. That's all I wanted to say and to be. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Adewale. God bless you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Who wants to say something? I'm sharing my link in the comment section. Somebody said if I'm giving money, that means I'll become daddy wa. It's true now. We'll swap position. I become daddy wa now. No way. Even if I have money in my pocket, I'll still be asking daddy wa for money. Kilo de. Yes, now. I'll be asking him for money. Because that is one of the ways that men express their love. Real men like to take care of their women. They like to take care. If the man is, especially if he has, even those who don't have self, they will still struggle. Wait, I don't have. Oh, this is the little I have. Oh, but you know that they care about you. How else are you going to show me that you care about me? Hmm? How else? I don't know how else you're going to show it. I don't know. You are not cooking. You are not cleaning. You are not domesticated. You are not helping me to carry pregnancy. You are not helping me to do child care. So how else? If I'm doing all this list, then you know I will come and still be giving you shemole 5 pounds in bed. Good job. I don't know why women do this. I don't know. I said it one time that a lot of women have savior mentality. You want to save people. When you finish delivering them and saving them, they will go and marry a younger woman. It's that time they will now see that your color is not the color they want. You didn't go to school enough. Mo lè rí 5 pounds in bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ní ìbo bó ló wà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni lọ ṣiṣẹ́ jàre. Ta ló ráyè yẹn? Abeg, I don't have time for that. No, don't copy me oh. Because me, I'm a Luther continua. So just don't copy me. I'm saying my own no. Urgent 2K, £5 is not gonna work. Kò lè work. That one knows. He knows. Eh? I'll collect money. I will ask him. I want. Give me. Say, I say, no, give me. Your husband. Husband is the head. Oh, yeah. Bring it. Oh, my God. Hola, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you, sweet, sweet auntie. Same, 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 same to you. Well done. I'll keep appreciating you, and of course, thanks to everybody who is on. You see that savior mentality? I got it, and I'm
Yeah.
getting out of it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I really, in everything I do, it has been part of it. But we learn, we unlearn, because I mean, obviously, being alive, there's a learning curve till you buy. So, till I buy, I will keep learning.
Of
You
course.
know, if I my own, there was a time I was being asked for like 10K. Yeah, because
You
of
are the type that will go
the
and take loan, Abby.
sorry.
You are the type that will go and take loan from bank.
Of course, I could do that. I could. In
Mhm.
fact, there was a time I had to be facing these people. They were after me. They say, okay, they're going to close down. We'll close the account, and then but you will still have to pay and stuff like that. I said no. I worked my ass out. I almost died.
So, I mean, in the context of marriage, I'm not saying that wives shouldn't support you shouldn't support your husband though,
Mm,
but there are roles in marriage. Well, I mean,
yeah.
if for instance a man loses his job and he's a provider, he's been providing, of course, there's nothing stopping a woman from picking up, you know, the pieces and supporting the husband, paying the bills. Women pay bills, but the point is, these days, often we are seeing that even not even within marriage, because this story we are talking about now, Ola, they are not married, yo. Boyfriend
Me too.
and
It was even
girlfriend,
before this time too. It was even
25
before.
years boyfriend and girlfriend, Egbami Aladugo. I don't think any boyfriend ever ate my penny. Kojo. Huh.
My own, it was too. It was about the same thing too. Like it was before. It was before. That should have just given me that sign that come on, this is not. This is not it.
So you meet a guy and he starts to ask you for money. You think he's a good husband material, Abi?
If you are not streetwise now, you don't know. You might
Mm,
just fall in,
yeah,
for it.
yeah,
You
that's true.
know.
That's true.
Some of us have
So
learned
many.
through that.
So did you take
Some people are
loan?
still learning. Huh?
Did you show
No,
Palo?
I didn't. I didn't, but I did something close, but I didn't do that. You know, I
Hmm.
didn't do that, but I fell for. I had some blemish, some some hurts. Yeah.
Thank you,
Um.
D. Limu said, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. You are enjoying the conversation, right? Yeah. Women, mm, because you
Yeah.
give
So
everything to your boyfriend doesn't mean he will marry you. Look at Chinasa
yeah,
now.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
guarantee. Men like to take care of the women they love.
Oh
Nigerian
yes,
men like to
very
spoil
correct.
women that they love. This is one of the ways that Nigerian men show their love. Because a lot of
Mm.
Nigerian men are not domesticated. So they are not going to
Mba.
help you to wash plate or cook. Most of them don't know
Mm-mm.
how to cook. Mhm.
Mm-mm.
So if he loves you, he will show it. And one of the ways is
Yeah.
to make sure he takes care of you. So if you are the one taking care of him, ah, so a lot of people in the comment section are saying that he will feel emasculated. Maybe, maybe he will see you as Momo. Momo niye. Urgent to KJ mami.
Exactly.
Mm,
It's like that. Was it Beyonce song or who sang that song? If you like
if
the
you love
cock,
it,
put a
put a
finger
ring
on
on
it.
it. You should have put
Put
a
a
ring
ring,
on it.
ring on it. Yeah, put a ring on it. Yeah. You know, but
Hmm.
most of the time, when girls, girls that are not streetwise, fall into this situation like I did, it just happens like that. You just fall headlong and you think you want to grow and do anything you want to do for this person, ensuring that okay, after I do my own finish, you two you go do for me too. But you just discover that this one a heartbreak, there's no show.
Hmm.
But there's a way around because I was talking to was it a psychologist or what do they call them today? Somebody got me one and the person will say, instead of feeling bad that you did this for this person, um you did it because you wanted to do it. You were happy doing it.
Makes you feel
So
good.
right now that
Hmm.
you've got to heal, you've learned that there's a traitor, there's a betrayer,
Yeah.
so you begin to do that for yourself. That's a process of healing.
Hmm.
So she might have been an empath, a heavy empath.
Yeah, she
you
is.
know like I was
Hmm.
telling somebody, I think I said I think some of us who are in this line might break it completely, like break that word completely. But there's no show for you again. I am on this other side because you need to get yourself up and stop looking like an old woman, because of course you have been put in that place, so they will not even care much.
Now she's
You
going
are
up and
supported,
down, laying curses
running
up and
everywhere.
down. Hmm.
I
While
became,
he is
my skin
married.
became pale and dark and stuff. I was going. In fact,
Masho.
there was a GP that told me if I didn't, that she didn't know what was happening. But my enemy system was shutting down.
Hmm.
And I was wondering why. Why I asked her why. She said she couldn't place it. I sent me for a test, send me, but she said it will not help. until when I got involved with that health and well-being thing, and I was going out to get air, taking long hours here at work and stuff like that. So, most of the time we think, okay, when we grow this person, when we support this person, when we support these people, including not just it goes outside the relationship as well. It goes to all the people that are around you, like platforms I support and all of that. I'm beginning to pick up some things now. Come
You
on,
better
I've
start
been
charging.
supporting.
I told you this before, La. All that free services that you are giving, so I don't understand it.
I'm still telling them now, so they are running away. The serious ones will stay
Let
and
them
try to
run.
argue.
Let them run. Let them run. You need to get value. Time is money. Somebody said something just now that the time that Chinasa wasted is even more valuable. You don't know that time is money.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting your time on only people who are going to make money and they don't pay
Yeah.
you? Ha. Okay. Oh, there's a difference
Yeah.
between being an empath and being foolish. Please.
I
Don't
think
waste
it's
your
a
time on
mixture.
people.
It's a mixture. It's a
No, it's
mixture
not a
I
mixture.
had.
I'm an empath, but I'm not foolish. I like to help people. I like to help people. I like to support people, whether you're my family, you're my friends, total strangers. I've demonstrated it on this platform over and over again. I don't need to know you to help you. But it doesn't mean that when I'm in a relationship with somebody, like I'm married now, that I'll come
Yeah.
and say, don't worry, sleep at home and be chilling. Be doing some women. It's the man that will do fine, but you will see their wife. The wife will look like their mama.
Yeah.
Because there's no
Yeah.
time to go and do hair. No time to take care of herself. Isha, Nisha, mama, fashe.
Yeah.
Because you want to be the one that is. You are a woman. You were made out of a man. A man is supposed to look after you, not the other way around. You are a helpmate. I don't know when this thing changed or whether it's changing. I don't know. But a lot of times these days, especially in the diaspora, you see a lot of cases where women will say, I'm the one that's doing it, and I'm the one that is doing this. And one
Yeah.
day when she gets
Yeah.
frustrated, she'll not say, yeah, leave my house. I don't want to see you again.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would just put in this word that life has not come to an end. She can pick up herself again and she can start doing something. She can improve on herself and get a life, because obviously this one don't work Carlos.
There's
They come
nothing
back
she can do.
again.
You don't marry now. You don't marry
Yeah,
another
he don't
person.
work Carlos. He don't work Carlos. She should
Is he
just
going to come
count
back
her.
now and leave his young, fine bride to come and marry her? You think?
For where? Oh, that one we go and do Otomokpo for him too.
The Otomakwa go start now. She says she no go rest. This stage where she did so
She's desperate
she
as
go
she
come
is
out for
so.
that church, go look for one shrine where they go do better Otomakwa. With all the courses where she done
But
they
even
lay on.
the
When
guy
she dey
himself
lay
doesn't
on
look.
Ikenna. Ikenna, oh Sheyi, you didn't do well though. If this story is exactly the way Chinas has said it.
And the
For her
curses
to
her
come
mother
on
would have
social
laid
media.
on her. The curses her mother would have laid on her too, if she discovered that she was the one that did what she did.
Imagine taking
That
your
one too,
money.
she has to fight it.
The guilt, Unko. She has to be
And that
fighting with
she
the
buy
guilt
on top
that,
of her case.
the mother cried because of her relationship. And then the relationship didn't work out.
Work. This one are dying. This one are buy now.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you so much, Ola. Appreciate you. Look after yourself. Stop giving free service. Stop it. If you are a professional, you know your worth. Don't allow people to take you for granted. I don't know what is wrong with people. They try it with me on this platform now. Please give us a thumbs up. People will come and say, I want you to do this for me. I want you to do this for me. I say, because I'm your family member, Abby. Will you go to Oyibo platform, you want them to run ad for you free of charge, Abby? Our people always try to use you. You know how many people have tried it with me? Somebody will say, somebody is owing me money. I want to bring them here. So that I say, what? I'm a debt collector, Abby. I will come and be chasing your debtors for you, Abby. Because you see, I'm a content creator, so I'll sit down here and be doing your dirty work for you. No, you need to get value back. Don't allow people to use you like that. No. Lie. You see, the problem is that when people feel, when you cannot say no, there's a problem. When you can't say no to people, I have no problem saying no. If you are not afraid to ask me too, I'm not afraid to say no. No. Bio, happy Valentine, oh.
Everywhere red.
Everywhere red. You wear your red. You get your drink. How far?
See me, oh.
I just, I just dey enjoy.
Oh boy, not be small. See the
Everywhere
cruise.
red.
Hey, hey. Now you Biko. And so many people dress up and they put camera on. Now you be the first person we grip put camera on. Nobody grip put
Ah,
camera on. Well done,
actually,
Jare. May God honor
so
you, my brother.
we,
Welcome.
we thank God. We thank God. Love matter. Today is Love's Day.
Today is
So,
love. Oh, love one tin tin.
to love is a beautiful thing.
Bio is red.
So, yeah. So love is a beautiful
Oh
thing.
shit.
Yes. So, so for those who find it, we thank God. We are happy.
Yes, so
Saint
yes, so.
Valentine taught us about love. So,
Mm,
this issue concerning love and everything, the years of waiting and all that. You see, this love matter to be, say involve two people. So when it becomes emotional, it involves two persons, which is a man and a woman.
mm,
And this life, there are things that we can never control, not because we don't want to or we don't know the cause, but we can't. You can't control another person. So everybody can only control his or herself. So your best bet is protect yourself, protect your love,
mm-hmm,
love
mm-hmm,
yourself first.
mm-hmm.
So even for Bible, when they talk love, it say love thy neighbor as
As
thyself.
thyself, not
He
not
never
more than
say
yourself,
love your neighbor more than yourself.
more than yourself. Make
You
it.
understand? So, so the truth of the matter be say, what you they want do for that person, you don't fair do am for yourself. That girl where they raise the money,
I
where
like
they
that
keep the
question.
man to take jackpot, he not the jackpot. She's supposed to
Exactly.
jackpot now. You
Abi,
understand?
what do you know get? You go to give her how to person.
Ajaya, you over
Yeah.
jackpot. It to say now she packet the parents money take jackpot. She for don't achieve now. Now she maybe now she for never can like the man again based on no mean standard.
Mm-hmm.
After it all see the
She don't
up,
upgrade. She
it don't
don't upgrade
upgrade.
herself.
You know understand? So you go upgrade another person. So as you upgrade and finish, now you can look say this one the time when you don't
Contract
know.
no deal. The upgrade no dey talk, so they not get contract. They never sign any contract. Now
you
based on
know.
promise. He promise say he
Mhm.
go marry. He say he promise and say he go marry him.
Mm.
Men get sense pass women, sha.
Even the one where they even marry said they know they leave and take us to always they promise.
Talk of the one wey be say na ordinary promise.
Eh,
Chineke. Chai.
so so today let us just take a reflection on how we can love ourselves more, protect our love, protect ourselves. You know, let us be a little bit selfish with our love, small. Emotional
Mm-hmm.
one. Oh, there are different type of love. We don't want to
Yeah.
go there today. We have
Mm-hmm.
the agape love. We have different love. You understand?
Yeah.
So, but that one where they affect you, the emotional one, you need to
Yeah.
protect and selfishly.
Protect
Oh.
yourself. Protect your heart.
If you
Mm-hmm.
not protect that one, you go enjoy yourself. Because now, psychologically, this person now not fit be like the same again. No, because
Mm-hmm.
anywhere where she dey think now, she dey waka for road, she go be like say she dey climb skyscraper. Meanwhile, she dey for land. You see, so that is why it's very important that we protect ourselves for love. Then
Mm-hmm.
for the man side too, just as it dey happen both for man side, woman side, you see, human being a different character dey. Some people dey where there are people who you will do good for. Very few, that would be appreciative. There are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people who you do good for that would never know or appreciate that good. So that is why, as a person, I've set it up as a standard. Any
Mm-hmm.
good why they expect return, I know they don't.
Mm-hmm.
So any good when me they expect direct return, I still dey talk, I know they don't.
But this one different too. Now heart matter was saying you go marry me.
Now
He
they
say
tell you
promise
now.
am.
That's why I say if or not do am. So we know they say. So if now something when you know say you go fit do and let go, if it's cause a 50
Anything
50
happen. Yeah.
anything happen, you don't
Mm,
understand.
mm.
So if you do something like an investment and that thing not give you your return, disappointment always dey dey. Do you
Absolutely.
understand? If you do something, like say you do one out of good way, you know, I don't date person when one period she not be say joke, she dey do better than me, she earn more, she did like 300K, yeah, not be joke. So
Wow.
one thing when I notice be say,
Now they earn money for America, sha. One person 300K a year.
yeah, she dey earn
Chineke.
300, yes, the
Wow.
person said na this thing. So but one thing when I notice, no matter what the person do, I dey always dey say and say, not be like anything. Even if they don't want make you waka waka, no shaking. You don't understand me. You must not marry me based on this one. Why am I trying to say this? See, men, as Auntie B talk that thing just now, I agree with her 100%. If
Say,
if Grant never settle down, not fall in love, you know why? Love where they stand for shaking ground, they too strong. You know, understand? You must not be, it not mean say now you go get past or now you'll be the head, but it good make you do all right. You feel do all right, because if you do all right, you go any decision where they make when you balance, it is hard.
I
You
dey look
know.
this woman, it be like
Mm.
saying na fasting don't make am come dry like this. Eh? As I dey look am, be like say e don fast tire. They fast and pray, make this guy come back, come marry am. Eh? Because I don't see the reason why be say this very pretty girl before. Look at see how she be before. You don't see her.
Oh, wow.
You don't see her. Now how she be before be that for that side. Look at now. Not be Ronu thinking, fasting and praying. Say okay, which day this baba will come back? We can do this marriage.
Uncle
They
can go
tell
carry
everybody.
money.
You dey post am for Facebook every day, say my husband. You dey call am my husband. Another thing when we need to address be you. Why you go dey call person when you never marry my wife, my husband?
Auntie
Una
B,
never marry.
if I talk now, you go say you don't can enter religion. Make I tell you, this girl, this lady, if she dey here now, she go say, let me tell you, sometimes, no, it's not justification, because there's no justification. Decision is still yours. Religion, they mislead a lot of people. When these things start to dey happen, she go not get one person where they pray for her, tell and say, that man, now your husband, leave her, just give me 2 weeks. I'm telling you, he will come back to you. He will come back to you. They go begin to prophesy for your head. He will come back to you. So at the end of the day, I know somebody, when the guy, when he born for, tell her 101, say, because nobody say na promise marriage, the guy tell her say, listen, I no go marry you, we'll not get married something, right? If the person now church, when he go, they come start to collect money from his hand. The person come, they lean, they fast, they talk, say, that man, he must come back to me. The person, they tell you physically, say, he don't want you.
You see that you dey believe a prophecy.
One prophet, when one day they come in church, they put you for fasting, they tell you, say, he will come back to you. Person, when the thing they hide, they tell you, say, he not deceive you, say, that one a different case. So I just give an example. So
Yeah.
what am I trying to say here? Most of all these things, when people, this spiritual matter, what they talk every day, no be joke, Auntie B.
Yeah.
This thing no be joke. Some people, once they don't tell, they say, stay there. He will come back. He will turn the hand of time. He will do. Now, so the person do. The first prophet, first chop and 2 years. He come up for that first prophet. He entered the next one. Not be say prophet like prophet. I mean, pastor. Man, use the word pastor, not even prophet. Pastor, now
Wetin you
you
wan
use.
believe now? You see, wetin you want, the desire of your heart. When you come see person wey dey reaffirm am to you,
Right.
you go believe am because na
You
wetin
go,
you sef want.
right.
Na wetin you
So,
want, na dem dey tell you. So you go dey put money for there.
for
So
that,
when they say they go, him tell the man make come meet am for Zion. Now Zion, they say they dey call the church. How the
okay.
Zion want to force Anan to marry am? The Zion wan force the guy to come marry am. Eh?
Huh.
Na the first person to marry. How that one wan
Listen.
work?
Huh? So all these things now waiting they there, they control their mind. So not be ordinary hand. That's why they try to explain these things. Sometimes that's why they difficult for those of us, people here that know the reality to the comprehend. Say, how can somebody wait for 20-something years? Do you
25
understand?
years.
It is very difficult for us to comprehend. Do you understand? It's because when I mean not be ordinary, I not be saying spiritual, there's ordinary and but now waiting the rain where they don't put their self on that thing. They repeat one prayer 100 times. I don't tell people, God say my ear not too far from me, not too short to listen. Because they repeat one thing, 10 times, I say, God now, OD. God not be audio. Eh? How can you be repeating something every time?
And you know another thing, I wish she no put her mind for this man when he go abroad. So I don't know the kind abroad where he go again. Maybe she for don't see another person.
Where
How long
better
did they take to
person
see?
say?
Man,
No
not for
be who,
Nigeria.
where better person. No be joke. Where
I
better
love with this
person.
one. I love we go call this one. I don't know what to call them. She I love with this one. I've been
Uh-huh.
waiting.
So at the end of the day, today now, we did there with the see as love the party don't start. See bedroom, see men.
I beg, make una know the men now they here now. More than know they promise what I not go do. And now good. Women mind not too strong like men own. Ejo, I'm being Tori alone. If you don't want to marry person, no go tell and say, no matter how much she press you. Because I know say we women too, they say, will you marry me? My mother says you come and see. My parents are asking no, kiniko. If you know you don't want to marry somebody, brothers, please don't promise them marriage.
Yeah,
Don't.
Auntie B, let me quickly clarify that.
Welcome, Brother Patrick. Good evening, sir.
God bless you, my sister. You know, it doesn't take a while for a man to decide this is who I'm going to marry.
Okay.
I'm going to put it out there for ladies. It doesn't take 2, 3, 4 years. If you are dating a guy and the guy keep, promising, and never made a move, you better be out. And that's what I'm going to tell my children too as well. It doesn't take a while for a man to say, this is who I am going to marry. Whoever is just messing with you, like Steve Harvey, I listen to Steve Harvey a lot. You always say, after college, no more boyfriend and girlfriend. And that's the truth. After university, you graduated, you are still dating a guy, you are 23, 24, 25. You are still dating a guy and just talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. That means you guys are not ready to be committed to each other. Maybe you are just carrying alone. And if I don't see you finish, you don't enter, the guy won't be serious again. You guys have to, one of my friends, I'm not going to mention name, the daughter, she's even a doctor, was dating somebody for 5 years. The man kicked him out, said, no, don't mess with my daughter anymore.
5 years is a long time, oh.
Yes. The guy who were discussing, he was mad. Even though the guy brought his parents and was still saying, giving one excuse or the other. What are you waiting for?
No. He will not marry her eventually.
Yes. The girl is going to get married soon, this year.
Yeah. Most long-term courtship like that don't end up in marriage.
I'm not saying you will not take time to know each other, but why prolonging for long?
This one was 25 years, Brother Patrick.
I can't even believe that.
I've never seen a thing like that before in my life. 25 years. In fact,
what kind of relationship is that? Who is
I don't
involved?
know.
Are they dating or what are they doing? What kind
She's calling him husband. She said, my husband. Obviously, there was no formal, no marriage, nothing. The guy came and showed up with a younger woman.
Auntie B, now 2 people I know for this US, eh? The first time where they travel, go meet the guy, whether they talk to online, now they engage them.
You see?
See, Auntie B, I know they tell you they say story. Just yesterday year, me and the person they would talk. I said, how will be the first time you went to see this guy in Dubai? The guy did Nigeria, but the guy flew from Nigeria to Dubai, right? This girl, Nigeria person here, she go Dubai. The very first time we meet this guy, now this guy engage. And what am I trying to say here? Well, if a man won't marry you, whether not for real, whether not for play, it only 25 years. So I support what Brother Patrick is trying to say there. So regardless of the excuse where they give you, if man won't marry you, we didn't know. If you don't know from the beginning, before 1 week, 2 weeks, you already know say this this ticket goes wrong. Except now they use another TT run, you know.
Patrick, that your friend's daughter, I'm sure that one, this is what some men usually do. When they now realize that the person is going, they will now start doing that they are serious. Did he come back?
No, it was a very strong decision that, block the guy and say, no, we don't want that. Even the parents were involved, so you can't be doing that. It was even the father that stood his ground. At the B, one thing I find out in life, we are not kids. Even when we are growing up, most people that we saw they are married and thought this would be the best marriage ever, they end up divorcing.
Of course.
Meanwhile, people that would look down on and say these people, you find out that their marriage even lasted.
Yes.
So
true.
marriage is a different phase in life, Auntie B.
Mm-hmm.
It's different entirely. Like Ola will say that this thing is not your mates.
Emotions than your mates.
It's not your mate.
Ola will say emotions than your mates.
So it's a different ball game. And like I said in the last thing, so we all have our baggages that we brought in. We now begin to expose it and we show it ourselves. This is what I brought. Oh, you brought this. This is what I brought in. Are you going to hide my way? Are you going to throw this away? It's a different game.
Let me ask you, Brother Patrick, how long did you date your wife before you married her?
It's not up to 1 year, 1 year and a half.
I married Daddy One under 6 months.
See?
Or Daddy One married me under 6 months.
I
dumped a guy that I was dating for 2 years because he was not willing to move forward. When I met Daddy One under 6 months, we were married.
I said it in your last platform. I've been ghosted before. So even the person that ghosted me now, she cannot even call me my name.
Robert is saying he was ghosted.
Yes.
Brother Patrick, you chop breakfast.
I've been ghosted before. I've been served breakfast.
Hot.
No, it's me that served breakfast. Oh. No. It's a real story. Oh. Because after you service in Nigeria, your parents expect you to get married. So I was dating this guy. We were doing love in Tokyo. Every day I'll be saying, oh boy, what's going on? I would say, no, I'm not ready. He had a list. He was kind up and down. Must do list. He was calling them. I say, my mom was putting pressure. Let's get married. This guy was not serious. I serve and breakfast.
No, my own case, the lady just disappeared.
She disappeared.
Yeah, nowhere to be found.
He serve you well.
The person that wants to marry you don't need that long. Yeah.
1.5 years. I'm married. I was married.
Yeah.
It didn't take me time, like I said. It was as if this was prepared already for me. Yes. Like
it will feel right. It will just feel right. You will know. You will know.
I deal with men, I deal with men, so I know what men want. It doesn't take longer time. Please, ladies, don't let somebody just
waste your time.
Yes, waste your time. Both of you can sit down and plan. He said, can two work together except they agree? Even people said, it's better for you to marry than to die in to die in passion. To burn in passion.
I don't know how she survived 25 years though, with the boyfriend being abroad though. I don't know how she survived it. I don't know. That was a long time, a long distance courtship again.
It has become emotional and mental issue.
Everything was tested in Chinasa's life. Her mental health, emotionally, and to think of the way people will be shading her. When is Ikena coming back now? Which then I go do this wedding now? Naija now, no boundaries.
And let's face it. How many women I knew they have deleted because of what we are talking about?
It's true. It's serious. It's very serious. That's why we are talking about it, Brother Patrick.
I know a lady in my church. It got to her that she deleted herself.
Oh my God.
So it's a serious issue. Especially women. Most women, I'm not going to say all the women, most women cannot even handle it.
At 46, she'll be thinking, where am I going to start from?
Oh, she's 46 now.
That's what they said, that she's 46.
Let's
25 years.
Let's allow Professor Ola to teach us.
Man of prestige. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine's. How are
You
you?
people have done your
Auntie B?
Valentine already. I saw you on Lola. Is Lola a compare? I saw her holding mic.
Yeah, she does that once in a while.
Really? A friend of
MC,
mine is challenging
MC
me to come and
Lola.
do it now. To come and do MC. I say, so because you see me, I stand here. I sit every day. I'm running my mouth. You think I can do MC?
Yeah,
I know
she.
when your massa.
Could they all let you?
Eh,
It's public speaking, Abby. My brothers, happy Valentine's to you. I
Happy
hear.
Valentine's Day, bro.
Valentine, Ola.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Love
Yes,
is
sir.
a beautiful thing. May you tell us no.
I know it is.
Bio is preaching love is a beautiful thing. So Bio is in love. You can tell. That's why he's singing.
I
Love is
bet
a
I
beautiful
struggle to
thing.
hang. I don't
Love
use
is a
that hold my
beautiful
phone.
thing.
I don't know where I want to put
Bio, the
Love
way
is
you
a
say
beautiful
this,
thing.
love is a beautiful thing. So if I say the love is sweet, you.
Love the sweet too.
It's sweet.
Yes, sir.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
But this day, Shanti B, the cap they this big. The cap. People don't want to admit I'm anymore. People can get it by myself. I can do bad all by myself. Both sides, men and women. That's what they're
How
doing
long
these
did it
days.
take before you proposed to Lola? Before you married her?
Well, we were in college. We were in what you would call university. 3 years. 3 years. One of those years was my last year in college, and maybe 2 years after that, I proposed.
So you
Great.
dated for 5 years.
No, we dated for 3 years. No, we dated for 2 years, and I proposed 2 years. Sorry, I proposed 2 years in, and then between the proposal and the wedding is 1 year.
Okay, that's all right. At least you were in college, so there's an excuse. Not that you
Yes.
were established already, working and everything set, and you were, yeah.
We were very young. She wasn't expecting it at all. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those situations. But
But
you know,
it's been a 90 days rule officially. Sorry, bro. I'm not trying, but it's 90 days rule. That's why in the US, you see, they tell you 90 days rule. So the official timeline, anything from 90 days is okay. So, because if you are ready to fall in love, 90 days is enough. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, it's tricky when you're a man or a woman of a certain age. You don't have time to be fooling around, right? When I say man or woman of a certain age, the clock is counting for you at 25. It's just the reality. But when you're under 25, that means if you start dating somebody at 18, 19, 20, potentially, even at that, it's very dangerous. Because oftentimes you find people, like this one story from last week. I actually covered that story on my channel. This guy had been dating this lady for 4 years. They were actually in university in Nigeria. At about 4 or 5 years into it, when he wanted to propose, he proposed out of pity, so that it doesn't look like he used her. Pity. So that it doesn't look like he used her. He didn't want people to start saying, "Oh, so you used her and then you dumped her." And then they proposed out of pity. The marriage did not last, of course.
It would not last. It won't. It wouldn't. It would have been better not to even marry her at all than to propose out of pity.
Yes. There was a segment where I was talking about finding yourself, self-discovery. I said this. He was advising people on self-discovery. I said that's not self-discovery issue. It's just the journey you have to go through. Because again, what do you tell an 18, 19-year-old that met in university and they like themselves, but then time is going, right? And then by the time he's proposing, in that moment, he's not thinking it's pity. He's now reflecting. That's why he's saying it was pity, right? He probably like, I can't leave her just like that. Let me just propose, right? So it's just a very dangerous thing when it's overly
marry
extended.
someone out of pity, you can't. How is it going to work? You're going to have to. What do you think that after you marry, then you're not going to live together? You won't share things together?
You see, every time you go through crisis, you will always reflect back to, is it because we're meant to be together? Because everybody will go through crisis in marriage, right? So every time you go through that, you will now start to wonder, it's just dangerous. You want to make sure that things like that are not lingering around when you're marrying a person, because you're already going to be tested anyway. But that was that story. So I think it's to just linger around and be doing it years upon years upon years is very dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it to anybody. Let people go figure themselves out, and then they can come back. If you're still available, then you can consider it.
What do you think about this case that we are looking at? 25 years sponsoring and spending money to send them abroad to better themselves and coming back to serve you breakfast.
Listen, in love and war, all is fair. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Not on this occasion. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair, Ola.
I know. It's tough,
25
right?
years is a lifetime.
I understand what you mean by it's not fair, but there's nothing we can do about this. I saw a bunch of people talk about spirituality. That one, if there's any repercussion of spirituality to happen in the spiritual realm, here right now, nothing. You can't do anything about this.
Don't say that, though. You don't
No,
know what.
so let me ask this, Ola, my friend. Ola, my friend, let me ask you this. Let's just say this lady, for instance, okay, in question, happen to be your blood relative, like a blood sister, okay, and you, with this, your ideas and everything that you have now, let's say you notice that she's waiting for somebody for 20 something years. All this why? Would you have said something, or you would just be watching?
That's a very tricky question. I'll tell you like this. When Woli Oni ni Lue, how do you say that in English? A prophet has no honor. If it's my sister, if it's my family, they have a tendency not to listen to you. More so because you're that close, right? That's number one, right?
But I want to see what you would do. Yeah,
nothing. This is love. This is love and romantic love.
I want to stop it. I just want to see what will you do. Will you have said something or not?
Which love?
Okay, maybe I used the wrong word. This is people's emotions, right? It's like
maybe she loved him, but he never loved her. I don't think he loved her.
No, not that type of love at all. We're not talking about real or true love now. We're talking about what most people consider love is, right? I love you. I love you. Like, I love you, so I will destroy myself to love you. That's not love. You can't give what you don't have, right?
Absolutely.
So it's if it's my sister, right? I'm like, what's going on? I might start a conversation off like that, right? What's going on? Then it's up to her to take the bait and share a little bit, right? And I can say, don't you want to consider, like, let everyone figure themselves out first? Don't you want to consider that, right? Because at the end of the day, you can't control what people do. You can only offer your advice, right? But the advice is of less and less value the closer you are from a family standpoint to a person.
That's the difference between a man and a woman. If it's me, if you put that question to me, Bill, what will I do if it's my family member? I'll tell her, girl, move on. He's not going to marry you. You are wasting your time. When are you going to realize it? When you are 40, you are still waiting for a man. Are you normal? Are you okay?
Yeah. So because of what we do, we can't tell people what to do, right?
Yeah, I tell people what to do all the time. I love telling people what to do, especially my family members. If it was my sister, like Bill was saying, of course I'll tell her.
How has that worked out so far in the past? Did they usually take such advice, or do you have any example of those?
No, they may not take it. They may not take it, but if they don't take it and a thing like this not happen, I will know in my conscience. I'm not going to say I told you so. I'll try not to say that. But in my conscience, I will know that I warned you. I told you. Because they say loving eyes don't see. You said just now, what you don't have, you don't give to someone. Right. You are loving someone who doesn't love you. You are hurting yourself to love someone else. I can see clearly because I'm not romantically connected to that person. And I can tell you that it's not going nowhere.
So Auntie B, my angle is a little bit different. We have the same intentions, but my angle is a little bit different. Yeah. My angle is that if I have a word of advice, it will usually, I need it to accompany that they decided it themselves, right? So I want to be patient with them. I want them to feel, if they're not ready to make a decision right now, if they're ready tomorrow, I want them to feel safe to come to me tomorrow and say, I'm really thinking about this. It looks like what you said. After this, I assessed it. I need to move on, right? I need it to be their decision because I feel like that message will land better than me becoming a pillow talk topic tomorrow, because that happens too. The guy will just call tomorrow, and then you become the pillow talk. And and by the way, your advice might still be the valid thing. It will still bite them in the butt, right?
Yeah.
But I'd rather make the decision for them, help them get to a place where they made the decision themselves, as opposed to it, looking like I helped them make the decision. You know what I'm saying? It's very tricky, Sha. Yeah.
I don't mind being the pillow talk, as long as I know it's coming from a good place. This is someone that I love. She's my family member. And I'm watching out for their best interest, even though they are not looking out for themselves. They don't know, what they should do. So I don't mind. Let me be their pillow talk. Fine.
But that's not the goal, and to me, the goal is to help her make a decision that worked over time. The goal is not that we are right. We don't need to be right in this.
Yeah.
We need to help them get to a decision that's actually beneficial for them. Those are two different goals. If my goal is that I'm right, I want you, right? Me too, I will do the same thing you did, but that's not my goal.
Okay, let's leave that for a minute. They say hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah. You were saying a minute ago that there's nothing she can do. If it's spiritual, then there's nothing she can do. But actually, she can do quite a lot. Because she did say that she was going to go. She said she will show up in his house. She can fight him. Maybe not physically. She can do other things. I don't know. But why do you think that a man would...
If I served you hot breakfast and you show up at my house, you may just collect woto. It's a bad idea to show up in my house. If I serve you breakfast after dating you for however long you want to tell the whole world, right? And then somehow you didn't discover in all those years that Kosi, and then you want to show up at my house, you will regret doing that. See, you might think you are mad. My madness may be more than yours.
He owes her. Don't you think so?
Host beating. She the one me.
No. I don't want you allowed. He's owing her.
You talking about all the money they spent together and all this stuff, right? I get it.
Not spent together. No, not spent together. She stole her mom's money,
right,
to pay for his way to go abroad. That's a debt. He needs to repay it.
Is it actually stealing?
May the Lord let me, Allah, please.
I can't see any empathy from Allah.
May the Lord protect us and protect our children, our sisters from a deceitful man.
Amen.
The reason why I'm saying this is, in this case, we know that this thing started going by the years. If you remove 25 from 46, so you're going to get 21. Thank you. So let us now be logical in our reasoning, as always. At 21, this lady was still young at love. Okay? She was still young. Let us use the Nigerian factor, because at 21, in the Nigerian context, at that time, 20-something years ago, at least 20-something years ago,
right?
Auntie B will confirm that all those 21 years, they never too sharp that time. You understand? So they don't know what's up, but they're not really too, deep in it. So with that being said, this man may, or probably, we don't know how long he was deceiving her for. Kept deceiving her, telling her, I dey come, I never get document, I need to get this one, don't worry. Different stories. And as she continued to wait from 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, put in mind that as a Nigerian girl, she might even have waited like first 10 years, not really like a big deal, because you wait now, TV, because wait now.
They say wait happen. 10 years is no big deal. Do you know how quick a woman's biological clock is?
That's a big deal now.
At her age. So what am I saying here? Do we know the binding foundation of this deceit? You remember Auntie B, those days, they used to use needle to press this finger. And use another needle.
They won't tell that part of the story.
To press the other finger.
What does that even mean, Seth? All those kind of covenants.
I said this spiritual and community money. It don't mean anything anymore.
Look,
So
if you
will
want
say
to go that way,
you
she
lick
will
my
go
own,
to Kija Shrine for him. She will
you lick
enter
my
Kija
own,
Shrine for
I
him.
lick your own, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when
They
you
call
lick
it
my own, I lick your own.
they made a pact.
Only one when you lick when you did secondary school. What did that one mean?
And they are not lick up.
You don't lick anyone.
God forbid bad
You don't lick
thing.
anyone.
God forbid. People do it and they hold themselves accountable to it for years to come. They will say it's because of the person we have another person. They say it's because of that thing.
It's a
Nigerian
covenant.
people.
So that man is a very deceitful man. Not like it's a justification, but he's been very deceitful.
See the part the part I didn't say,
As
right?
a man, if there's anything we should take out from today's lesson, is this. Whether 25 years you call it, whether 30 years, if you are a man and you have ever promised a woman marriage with an intent not to ever marry that woman, kneel down and ask God for forgiveness. Because you are playing with somebody's life. Do you understand me? You are toying with somebody's life.
It's not just, it's a whole lot of toying.
I have not seen, yes, I have not seen why a man who knows that he's not going to marry somebody will deceitfully tell the person. Because this man,
you tell her to
wait, he didn't know or he knew, or is he capable of knowing or anything in between? Did he know or he didn't know? No, Bio just said something now. He said he didn't know.
Going to marry her now.
Okay, so he knew that he wasn't going to marry her, and then he went ahead and deceived her for all those years.
Somebody else.
And then he came back and married somebody. All right, good.
He married a younger woman.
I know exactly what I am talking about. Listen, I understand. It's crazy. Even himself, he will collect last. Listen, people that do that, there's a video I will cover tomorrow where I predicted this lady filing something here in the United States where she got pregnant for the houseboy, and then this guy that's dating Portia Williams, right?
That Nigerian guy.
Yes, guy. I predicted this August 2021. I will review it tomorrow. They can't last. Yes, that's 2 days ago. This kind of not Portia and the Nigerian guy, the ex-wife of the Nigerian guy and the houseboy that she got pregnant for.
Oh, she got pregnant for houseboy.
Yes. So this kind of things can't last, but we can't afford. You ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. You can't afford to count on that. Protect yourself. When it comes to romantic stuff, anything goes. If there's spiritual repercussion or consequences, it will stay in the spiritual realm. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you show up to people's houses because somebody did worry for you, their worry may be bigger than yours. It's not advisable. Protect yourself is all I'm saying.
Manilola said, Ola, you are not being fair. You could have left her after 5 years, 10 years.
An ungrateful person is always an ungrateful person. That man, even though he had gone ahead to marry this woman, she would have still married somebody else.
He said, Ola, please don't use English and semantics to confuse us.
It's not that confusing. People collect breakfast like this, one and shake like for life. It's not that confusing. That is Yoruba, Nigerian English. I just told you.
25 years, the food never rotty.
No, I'm not saying. Listen. Okay, it was what the guy wasn't. Let me start like this. The guy wasn't nice. Okay, the guy wasn't nice. It's terrible behavior. Instead, go collect. But that we can't count on that. You can't keep counting on that.
All you're saying is that we need to be responsible for ourselves.
Yes.
And not give people that burden to look out for us when we don't care for ourselves and our own.
25 years. I have to ask you, what were you doing? I'm sorry. This is Ola now, man of prestige. I have to ask you that I'm talking to. 25 years when I know that this is obodooyinbo, like, let's just listen to story. No. Now, let's stop the cap for a second. 25 years, there's a lot that was going on. There's got to be quite a bit of signs that something is off. Something was wrong with that relationship. There are exceptions situations where you just don't see it coming. I understand.
I think Ola has been very logical. We are in our feelings. We are emotional here. Dee said, I agree with Ola. Experience does not care about our feelings. We have to protect ourselves. I agree on this.
That's all I'm saying. You're
being
writing this near
manipulated.
now.
But it still hurts. It hurts.
I know this thing hurts. You did not hear Brother Patrick's story just now. You thought it wasn't here. Breakfast hurts now.
Papa is saying chop breakfast.
No. But Patrick was a case of fraud.
How is it fraud?
She
He said that the
vanished.
woman
They said,
ghosted him.
Brother Patrick bread number. They say this number you're trying to reach is not available at the moment. Brother Patrick also this one, you know the one brother they said she vanished into tea. Have you not? Brother Patrick, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Anyway,
Yes.
anyway, she was the one that found me out again.
She found you again.
But meanwhile, I was married.
Did she explain where she went to, Brother Patrick? Please
No,
give us the full details.
No, Brother Patrick said she can't call him by name anymore.
Because when my daughter was in university, his son was just starting primary school, so you can see the difference.
Shuraye. So what did she say happened? Did you ask her? I like closure. Me, I will ask.
Why not? She just, like she just felt, well, let her enjoy herself. I'm not ready.
And she was not ready to marry.
But she was having some issue too. She came back to me. I was saying so. I just after some time I just
you had moved on.
Yeah.
You know what? Me, I believe that if it didn't happen, it's because God did not have a hand in it. He didn't want it to happen.
Exactly.
The guy me and self breakfast. Did he regret it? Of course he regretted it. He kept telling people that I dumped him.
You see, he's telling his own story now. He's telling his own story. Maybe he even added to it that you stole his money too. I'm not saying the person's lying. I'm just saying people will tell those stories from their own perspective, and sometimes it's not as accurate.
No, and Ola, this one was not a question of. I make my cards was on the table. I want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get married? No, I don't want to get married. You can.
He will say, he will say you dumped him because of money. There are men doing that right now because he wasn't ready and you were not ready and you couldn't wait. There is way you can twist that story around now.
Ola, let me tell you the honest truth. As far back as the time I'm talking about, if he had even promised me that, okay, look, babe, I love you, but I'm not there yet. Give me some time. Let's build together. I will, because I'm a lover girl. I will surrender.
Thank God you never did that to Auntie Bill. That
Thank
was
God,
one chance. Now one chance you will put you.
They will come use this kind of story, scare you to wait for 25 years.
Bill, you know this, my brother. He go tell you, he go even tell me, say, he say never ready. If you want marry, if you still want marry, you will marry you. I say, hey, me no. Hey, me like this. I get car. You know, get car. They use level car.
That Auntie Big on that day.
That time, that my Honda. You remember?
Auntie B, that will even help his story. That will even help his story.
On that, like they tell me wait like that.
I don't get that Honda.
He will say because he didn't have a car, you dumped him.
You where they use like these Benz. You tell person where they drive car.
I don't mind, no.
He will say, what's wrong with this? She be now for the time being.
Okay, I get house now with them. I say, like, I don't fit stay for a woman house. God forbid. Very proud on top of nothing. I say, hey, really? I say, okay, no wahala. I don't talk. I like to show me more to try. I don't talk. Next thing, yes, I'm married. When he yes, I'm married, he won't faint. Because they run up and down, they tell everybody, say, I don't pan. I say, but you don't want married now. You tell me, say, you get to do lists. Until you achieve all those lists. Me, I get a biological clock. I don't feel they wait for you to do to-do list. What if you finish doing all your to-do list, you not marry me? Me, I go to hang, they wait for you.
You see?
You finish. No way.
Yeah, you see?
What I serve and breakfast nicely.
From Auntie B's story, women, they see the future than the men. Yes. Women, God has given them that power to see the future. And it is now left for you to use it. And like the case of that girl you just mentioned, the girl story. Only few men keep to their promises, especially when they cross to their abroad. Auntie B.
Thank you.
Most of them change. Let me give you a story of a lady in my church. She was not ordained because she was the second wife. Very pretty and nice lady. And I was friends. Said, Brother Patty, let me tell you my story. She sponsored somebody abroad. She was deceived for more than 10 years. Then she got a visa. Her parents gave her money. She went abroad to go and look for the person. She came to England. Now find out that the person was married, has children. This lady almost spy.
She almost spy.
Thank God for the parents who were able to help her. She came back to life. She got married to an elderly man as a second wife.
Chineke.
Yeah, she got married to another, she has a grown kid, But then the way they looked at her, the church, then we can't do this for you, we can't ordain you, and we can't give you a position because you're a second wife. So
Imagine. Somebody is saying something here, Brother Patrick. I want you to address this before you go. You sound really tired. Thank you, sir.
This is a good one.
Is saying that we are minimizing the role of the ministry. Zion is what they call the place that she was calling out the guy to come and meet her in Zion. She said, meet me in Zion now. Meet me in Zion now. So, I mean, I don't know. What role do you think?
Wait. She told the guy to meet in Zion.
He said she was telling the guy, come and meet me in Zion now.
Right.
Report to Zion now. I'm waiting for you in Zion. If you think you're going to leave, you go nowhere.
True.
I know. Meet me in Zion. So people said that the Zion is a ministry in somewhere in Lagos. So this person is saying, first of all, is saying we are minimizing the role of Zion, like the ministry. I don't know.
Spirituality? Is that what I mean?
Was Zion involved in their relationship?
Yeah, you can't blame. Listen, you can't blame your own comprehension of life on your circumstances, on your own comprehension of life. You owe yourself. I know this is tough,
what if Zion promised her to wait for the guy?
I said it from the beginning that please, 25 years of waiting for somebody is not an ordinary wait.
Bill, I have a question for you on this 25 years matter.
I have
a question for you.
Yes.
If this young lady,
you're enjoying this brothers conversation, we have a full house of brothers tonight, which is rare. Give us a thumbs up.
If this young lady had a father in her life that was very active, and she goes to this father and say at the, let's say, 9-year mark, and have this conversation with her, do you think this story will go in this direction?
It depends, because one, it would have helped her. Okay, it would have helped her based on how the father will handle it. And let me tell you, go further to answer that question by putting myself as a parent of such a girl who is madly in love or whatever. See, let us be factual about this. It's easier said than done. If we have a brother or a sister in this situation, we'll be very passionate about this issue. That is just the truth.
What do you mean by passionate? Have empathy?
Passionate in the sense that even that your first answer when you say we just talk na lie, it will never happen like that. Because especially
you are invested in it.
You invested in it, especially when you love somebody and you see clearly that whatever that person is doing or whatever is surrounding him. Now, where we are different is that, or where people are different, some people will react and they will lose it. Me, I won't react to lose it. How will I do that? Number one, I will support you, my sister, and say, this man, you must marry him, but you go marry him today. Not even tomorrow. Today, we want to make sure you marry this man. So I'm going to do things that will show you clearly that this man is not ready for you.
Okay.
What are the things I'm going to do? Number one, I'm going to tell you, because for a man that I promised somebody and using the person to play, must have been giving flaces excuse that don't hold water, that don't hold grants. It could be saying, based on document, based on this, based on that.
Abroad, no easy.
Yes.
I will come.
Thank you. I will come. This one not day, that one not day. Because I have seen this happen in a real life situation. Where the guy was a banker in Nigeria and took bank money and went to Germany way back in late 80s or early 90s. And while he was leaving, he already had a girl that was pregnant for him. So the girl had to move into his parents' home, gave birth to that boy, the child, in his parents' home. We attend the same Catholic church. This person I'm talking about here. This boy, the boy of this guy that went to Germany, at the time I knew last then, was almost 15 years old boy, grown-up boy. His papa never come from Germany one day.
And the woman still dey wait.
I said, not just wait, they wait for inside the papa house. Are you getting me? During that 15 years, this thing I'm talking on live, this is my face. Thank God I didn't mention their name, but if they watch it, they will say, nah, this person they talk about. What happened was, the boy even lost his own father during that 15 years period of time, right? He did not come for his father's burial. In fact, to even hard on top of this matter, there was even a rumor going on within the our local community that his father even died because of the pressure from bank, that the son paid money.
Okay, he took money.
Thank you. That the bank have arrested the father one time, all those pressure, like by the guy, papa. So these are rumors. I'm not saying that those are facts. Just to give you factual experiment, true case scenario. So see what ended up happening. At the end of the day, I end up making friends with this person. I found him years later on social media. He is married to a German woman. He has 2 daughters with a German woman.
Hey.
See, this thing I'm telling you, I'm not saying they read down for a magazine. When I went to Nigeria, which year to bury my mom, his own blood sister, the 2 of them, they even attended the ceremony. So you know how close we are. So what am I trying to explain to you here? I'm just using that as a case study for you to understand something.
Did he forget that he had a girl that they're living with his parents?
Auntie B, when you wait now, that's what I say. What I know is what I will say. So when I saw him and his 2 grown-up white girls and the white woman on social media, this was like 4 years ago. Then last 2 years or so, I saw him. He has visited Nigeria multiple occasions, maybe 2 or 3 times. Because this story is old story. So when I saw it, I was flipping through his page. If I could see the son he had with that lady
girl of that time,
or even that girl's picture, because this is how many streets from our house. So I know the family very well, but I didn't see that on social media. So I was not like, well, you know, they be maybe they had that side or one eventually happened. But what I can guarantee you, he never went back to that lady. In fact,
of course not.
This person I'm telling you, they don't even need to tell you. If you watch his Facebook, his conduct with the white lady, the love is 100%. You know what I say? You see, if you don't know his other part, you say, see, he's a black man that's well married to this white, what they call it, German lady.
So what's supposed to happen to that girl and the son now living with his parents? So any chance that she has to even remarry herself, don't cancel because she's living with in-law when they didn't marry, when he didn't even come back.
Yes. So this is something that, you know, we all witness. And here is the thing, as Brother Patrick indicated somewhere, we are missing that part. We call this Obodooyinbo TV. The reason why we share our views most times are always different and sometimes a little bit difficult for people back home to comprehend without trying to shade anybody, is because they don't understand. Few of them understand that, listen, once you've lived that third world into this place, there's a certain way you look at things. Whether you like it or not, we can all pretend about it. What am I trying to tell you? This lady took this guy to the Obodooyinbo. It's like me. When I go to Nigeria today, with due respect, I'm not trying to shade people in Nigeria. The moment I see some people were blessed, say, I dey feel body odor. Sorry to say, it's not about money. Why am I trying to say this? Listen, it's
That's
another
real.
statement you want to stop me there, but let me tell you what I mean. When people move, that there's a big line between abroad and
Why
Nigeria,
do
whether
you
you like
make
it.
promises then? Why do you make
So
promises?
that is why we are not saying that this stupid man here now, he knew right from the time he entered this side that, oh Bob,
Is it in
that
burger now? It's no
that
longer
Auntie
girl,
burger
B,
thank
again.
you,
let me say
that
this.
girl, he was not
It still
going to
doesn't
go.
make it right, oh. It doesn't make it
I'm
right.
not,
Now people need to
No, no,
stop.
no. It doesn't make it
They
right.
need to stop
nobody said
making
it's
No.
right.
promises.
Right.
Okay, for example, now, Bio, I'm coming to you, man of prestige. Thank you,
Uh-huh.
Bio, for that. That's a really good example. But you see, this one, the example you gave now is even worse than Chinasa's own, because she's actually living with the parent in Nigeria. When you live with your parents,
Yep.
you are married.
You're married.
That's a married woman there.
Yep. But let me tell you this, Auntie B. I can't tell you how many people I've picked up from the airport. People keep saying 25 years, right? 25 years, nobody beans. We all agree to that. 25 years is a long time. But it's also a time that can pass by really, really quickly, right?
Especially
So,
when document.
listen.
You and
Listen.
this document matter.
I can't tell you how many people I picked up from the airport that had a backpack like this coming from Nigeria. A lot of people, they don't know what they are coming into. So it's not far-fetched that they promised a girl still here with and they are coming with a visiting visa.
You're right.
Okay, so as much as you are saying you have empathy for that young lady, which I do have empathy. I'm sorry for not leading with that earlier, right?
Me too, yeah.
What about empathy for a man who has been here for 17 years, doesn't even see a path to papers yet, right? Even though he don't marry twice,
I'll back it up, please.
right? There's a lot going on there. You can't use
But
this.
when he finally found his way.
No, he hasn't. No, I didn't say he found a way yet.
No.
17 years.
Yes, but he cannot find his way back.
No, I know. Listen, there's wickedness in this. There's no question.
Yes.
Okay? There's wickedness in this, right? But what I'm saying is that when we're hearing these stories, right, what we tend to do is this side is evil and this side is good. And it's not that clean. It's just not that clean, is all I'm saying.
There are shades of gray.
Let me clarify something. You know,
Yes,
I'm going to give you an analogy. You know, when you switch a switch of a light, and when the bulb is blinking, that bulb will soon die. You know, but when it brings light, that's a good bulb. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. When you flip a bulb in a flipper, when it's blinking, so I'm gonna give you an example.
It will soon quench.
I have one sister, the same mother, the same father. Their first son is 43 years old now. He's married. You know, he was dating a guy. The guy was in Nigeria, was the one teaching her maths. Very smart guy. The mother is rich, and he came to US after secondary school. After secondary school, after university, the mother made him the director of his company. You know what the guy said? He said, no, I don't care about director. I want to go and marry my wife. He said, I don't care if you follow me. You know what he did? He came to Nigeria and married my sister. And went back to America, and my sister followed him.
Yeah. So some people do honor those promises, but it's rare.
Mother came back later with the family to come and do the proper everything. So that's what I want to bring out.
I mean, thank you, Brother Patrick. I'm looking at what Ola is saying regarding people who come here with so much expectation. Guys, give us a thumbs up, please. If you are enjoying this brotherly conversation, I'm the only woman among
with
them.
backpacks.
Yes, I support Ola on that one.
You know, what Ola said there, you know, that's why it's always good to have different opinions.
Yes.
Yeah. People come from the abroad. It's not all of us that had the privilege of coming here without, you know, with things together, you know, you're not running around. Visiting visa is the worst one. But people in Nigeria, some people are just so happy to get any kind of visa. They don't care
Of a japa.
Oh, come for jackpot ni. Oh, for jackpot. Anyhow, we'll figure it out
Yeah.
along the way. But we know now. You know, I brought a lady here last week, and we told her story about how she's been here 16 years without, getting her documents, everything. You know how many messages I've gotten since then? I even have a lady I want to bring next week, 17 years her own. So many people like that. So it happens.
Yeah.
So
And it's not. I'm looking at Mabel's comment just now that she
Yeah.
just posted. It's not that the lady is not smart. This is life. That's why I keep calling it a game.
is
Like
it
you just
hope? You think it's
yeah.
hope that kept her, or is love? Or
Yeah,
just foolishness?
she was not just smart. No, I don't think she wasn't smart. Like we said earlier, we should have empathy for her too, right? Most
Yeah.
people you have but how many people do you know that want to leave their Yankee boyfriend? It's not that simple. Is my point, right? This is just life. Whenever you find yourself in this time, if it's 3 years later, 25 years later, find grace, find it, and dust yourself off and pick up yourself. It's going to be tough. It's easier said than done. It's crazy. It's hard. Can we imagine her not seeing this guy as evil? No, he will see her. She will continue to see her as evil, right? But I'm just telling you, this is life. And
Yeah.
it's not as simple as, oh, that person is that evil or that. Listen, there are men that turn around and said that person, that lady was sleeping with another boyfriend in Nigeria while I was busy hustling overseas to bring her over, right? Guess what? I would tell the same guy. I was like, you chop breakfast. I'm sorry. Let's dust it off. Let's get it moving, right?
Well, Ola, I think you will really help us, because I think what will you say, given your experience in the United States, like what would you say would be the average number of years? Let's say, for instance, someone wants to jackpot from Nigeria, and the person is jackpotting with a visiting visa, for instance, and come in here. If they ask you, how many years will you say would be at least? I know it's not sacrosanct. You can say it is exactly years, but on an average of how many years? I would say 5 to 10 years.
Well, obviously, I don't know the numbers. No, I would say 15.
Okay.
I would just off of what I know, and I know people that buy on this matter.
Yeah.
No insurance, nothing.
You've answered the question. Thank you very
Okay.
much, sir. Do you know
Okay.
why I said thank you very much for answering the question? Because sometimes when we contribute on something, because RTB gave us more time. So my brain rewind and asked me one question like, if let's say, for instance, this guy really came to America, let's say, I don't know the country he went to, with a B1, B2 visa, and somebody that they won't gather money for him to do the visa come, which means he didn't even have money. So
Or
he
they
need to
sell,
come.
or they sell house. They
Yeah,
sell
so
house
he
for
started
life.
at ground zero. You know what they call ground zero? So now at ground zero in the US, you come here with a B1, B2 visa. You already said it. At least we know people do it 5 years, 5 to 10 years, but let's just say, to be on the safer side, 10 to 15 years, right? So, which means those of you listening to me and looking at my face right now before I drop off this call, I want to let you
Abby.
know that if you have anybody that came to this country with a B1, B2 visa and is promising you marriage, know that that
Run,
person, first of all, go on that
Run, oh.
lockdown
run,
for
run for your life. Run.
Run, oh.
And you see, this is the thing about brothers. Brothers, now don't see how a lot they talk. Brothers, they will be cutting it. No, that no kuna talk. They say it. Run, sisters. Run for your life. Run. Masa, no. Ma where you? Continue to
Run,
run.
oh.
Look back.
The reason I'm
Continue
saying
to
this is
run.
because in the US here, I've seen someone who was running too fast. And you know what the law is? The first case, when it take fire, that case, K-leg on day. And yeah, once there's K-leg, if you want to do it again, you first cure the K-leg that you already have. So because of that, the person have already given up. 18 years now and still counting. So what am I trying to say?
You remember, even there was somebody that wrote me.
Mhm.
You can't remember. There was a brother that wrote me that said he's
Okay.
been in America. Obodoyibo is not easy. Do we want to go and start talking about struggles that people go through? No, that's not. If I feel like if we go that route to start talking about, what it takes for you to arrive or for you to get to a point where you are able to even go back to Nigeria to say, okay, oh, I promise you marriage, let me go and bring you. Then we will lose the focus. The point is that this lady was in Nigeria for 25 years and she took money that didn't belong to her. Allegedly, the mother deleted because of this money she stole to send this uncle abroad. So, for that 25 years, she was waiting. I don't know why, but she did. It wasn't a very smart thing. It wasn't the best thing. I don't know why, but she waited. He came back now and married a younger woman. She found out and she's on rampage on social media, cussing him out and swearing and saying, meet me in Zion, meet me in Zion. You promised me marriage. You have to settle me. Come and settle me. If you don't settle me, you will see me in your house. Ola was saying that going to his house is not going to solve anything. Yeah. As a woman, you can be emotional and you say, okay, let me go there. He must pay me today. But if you look at it logically, what's it going to solve if you go there? So
Nothing.
they're right in
I
that.
think it's a bad idea. You might get hurt. Don't go to people's house random willy nilly like that.
You're right.
Allah, don't say that. So some people are ready to pay you.
That's what I'm saying. But
Listen,
but we're saying the
She's
same
not
thing.
reasoning now. No,
Listen.
like this woman is not reasoning now. She's not thinking straight to like you.
Yes.
We're saying the same thing.
You know cases of acid on people.
Hmm.
I don't know if I can use that here.
No, you can't, bruv, Patrick,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Sorry.
Voilà.
That case of that water, you know what I mean? That
Go
Yeah.
change color.
That water. So people use it a lot. So the guy has to
Does
be
he
very
owe her?
careful. And she
But
might even,
Patrick, do you think he owes her? He should settle her.
why not? Why not? Why can you do that? The guy owns the lady. So you they enjoy, come put that lady in that condition. Which you want makes the lady do?
Thank you, Patrick.
It's not good. It's not good.
He's an ungrateful guy. Trust me.
Ola, does he owe her?
Nobody owes anybody when it comes to romance. I'm sorry, go.
Ola, that's not.
Right, that guy messed up now.
No, he messed up now.
He
Don't
messed
get
up
me
now
wrong. He
because,
messed up. He messed up, but you use the language whole. It's dangerous to use that language. It's a very
Why is it
dangerous thing.
dangerous, though? It's not
Nobody
dangerous.
should be going
Only
into
a
romantic
backdrop.
relationship thinking somebody hold them anything. Nobody. It's all a privilege. Every moment you spend with your partner is a privilege. If you think of it the other way, you go collect.
It's not a privilege. He didn't spend any moment with her. 25 years of separation. Which kind of moment spent? Did they spend time together? If they have spent time together, we're going to be having this conversation. It's 25 years of abandonment. Ola, what are you talking about?
Listen, we're okay. So listen, what you want me to say is that that's just a terrible behavior. It's a bad behavior. You're right. You're right. But that's precisely why I'm telling you now. Don't count on it
Why are you saying he doesn't owe her?
because because in these
Hello,
things.
my love. How are you? So sorry. Are we taking Ola away? You guys need to go out.
No, we're going in 3 minutes. We have our own Valentine show in 3 minutes, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, so nice to see you, Lola. You look beautiful.
They say you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Ola.
What I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is very simple, right? As human beings, we should have empathy. We should move like that. What I'm telling you is, if you're talking about romantic relations, you have to move a little bit more intentionally. Okay, this is all a privilege, so that you can serve, so you can give into it, right? Sometimes what it looks like in the short term is not what it's supposed to be long term. Later on, God is going to fight your battles at the end of the day, right? What I'm saying is that this happens a lot more than you think. When we're looking at one story, especially when you're thinking Yankee to local story, right? To Nigerian story, there's a lot of things there. So I'm sorry that lady went through that. It's terrible. 25 years is a long time. But the role I play in this conversation is that, what did we miss? What can we catch before we get to 25 years? 3 years, 5 years, 7 years in, right? Now we're hearing this story on the internet. Back 25 years ago, that's 1998, I know, because that's when I came back here, right? Back in 1998, there's no access to internet to hear this type of story. Now you know that if somebody is putting you on, is coming like that.
It's
Coming,
coming.
Gidini, it's coming. It's
Ola,
coming,
Ola,
Gidini.
sorry.
25 years of
Ola,
his coming. And you
Ola,
say
why
It's a
can't
boat.
why can't the guy
yours
get
are
married?
big time.
Auntie B, why can't the guy get married in the abroad? Why
Oh,
did he
I
have to
wonder.
come
You
home?
see, when that even hurts more. To be honest, the story
No.
Bill
Why
told
did he
us,
come home?
the one
Why
that
Auntie
did he
married
B,
come home?
Igbo is even better for me. Then you
Auntie
still come
B,
to Nigeria and you
even
don't
if
marry
that
me.
guy didn't want to marry that lady, that document that the lady paid for with her mother's money to bring him abroad after 25 years, he couldn't even say, let me use this as a payback and bring this woman here, even though, understand what I mean?
He owes her. He owes her.
He owes her a lot. So that's number one. Then number two,
Well, I don't agree with you. He owes her.
number
He owes her.
two,
Ogologo Yehoza.
no, yeah,
All
no,
right.
I got to that point. Ola is being very real. What Ola is trying to say,
Ola is behaving like a lawyer.
no,
That's what he's doing.
no. What Ola is trying to say is Ola is trying to
So
make.
sorry, Brabio, for all the prestige family in the house, we'll postpone 15 minutes just so you now know, because I can't leave Auntie B hanging.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Carry.
Continue.
Don't do me. It's
So,
mainly me, seriously.
so here's the thing. Yeah, what Ola is trying to do here is trying to make sure that
Ola is
the
being
people
logical.
on this show understand the risk they are taking when they make such
It's a cold
decisions.
world.
So what we are trying to do is trying to, make
Rob,
the lady feel
small.
a little bit okay. But here is the thing again. Like I said, is she complaining today because the guy came to marry, or have the guy been coming before and she did not complain until the guy is getting married? So these are two things we must look at here. Because
Rio, we can
yeah,
ask all the questions. We won't have any answers until we're able to get her here. And that's why we are looking for her. We don't
yes,
have answers to this because
yeah, but the facts are showing for itself. How is the fact showing for itself? The facts are showing for itself because the video and announcement that she came out to do only came out while the guy was getting married to someone else.
I don't think he told her about the marriage. I think she saw the wedding pictures. That's how she
That's
knew.
what I'm saying now. I said that was why he came out. She came out, right? Because she saw the wedding pictures. So, which means there is high possibility because man when they abroad not get paper, nobody first travel, he go to go marry.
Even the time that he wasted, 25
Thank
years,
you.
that he wasted her
He
time.
waited there. So
He has to pay for it.
And let me
yes,
be clear, that guy
so
is
this has been
cold.
there.
Let me be clear, that guy is cold, right? But again, for those of you listening to me, it's a cold world. I'm not
The
encouraging
guy
it.
must have been coming secretly, correct? To me,
No, I think so. I think like he knew exactly what he was doing, right? But the idea that you're just going to go and avenge yourself, no, you're going to have to leave this in the hands of God. It's one of those things.
huh? If the
Okay,
guy
if
had
you
married
say,
somebody in the abroad now, was okay. Maybe he need Doko. That one not to add value. He used the Doko, go bring another person, the same person from the same place.
It's betrayal. It's a lot of
Yeah.
betrayal,
Wait,
Bill.
when the guy did not have money, this guy he went to marry. Now, know some men use their hand to draw what we kill them, buy them. How can you, if on a very good day, with this Ovialeke that I went to carry now, with this one stand for him?
No.
let me talk
Look at
to
now.
This one is 20-something-year-old.
Tomorrow, he will come to
The
look for
clothes
us
she's wearing
and
now,
say,
the clothes she's wearing,
I did
what the lace
everything.
she's wearing, Chinesa
Auntie
didn't
B,
wear it.
Auntie B, he will come here tomorrow and say, I married a woman from Nigeria. I did all this. I did all that.
What goes
He
around
left
comes
me.
around.
let me ask a question because I did miss some of the story, right? Will this case have a place in a small claim court?
They say it's starting. So a lot of people said in Kenya, somebody has won a case like that. She may have a case.
Or is it a case for the financial aspect of it, or the actual? She may have a case in terms of money and resources stolen, but
Yes.
that
I
other
think
part
you
where would
cannot,
they
you
make us
cannot,
have empathy today? No, the
you cannot
part that's
blame.
creating this empathy is no. She doesn't have a case, right?
It depends now. That was why he was asking him to
Mm-hmm.
come to where they call that place. Martin or Fire BBS say he should come
Somebody
again.
say, Lizzie
Zion.
says,
Zion,
Lizzie says you
Zion.
rain curses on him. She started raining curses on him. Curses takes too long to walk. She needs something that walk quicker than curses.
The other side of this story, and to be right, is the people that think they can get away with this kind of stuff, right? That's the other side, right?
Yeah.
The person that will serve you, the repercussion first is the person you went to get with. This person will ask sometimes later in the future, if you could do this to somebody else, they will be looking over their shoulder.
That's it.
That relationship you are creating is not safe.
No.
Yes.
Of
It's not
course, yes.
safe.
Because
So
now
that
she said
aspect,
story. The whole world
that aspect, what I just said is not that spiritual, by the way.
No,
Everybody
it's
should
not
stop
spiritual.
talking
It's
spiritual stuff.
natural.
Yes,
It's natural.
that person cannot feel
Mhm.
safe with
Yes.
you. They will keep
Yes.
looking at they're going to see this story too, right? And every time they have a little crisis that naturally comes to every relationship, they
Yes.
will say, "This guy is not. I don't feel safe."
Yes.
So it's
If you can
coming.
do
It's
this-
coming to him. The biggest of it is coming to him. We're worried about small claim and all this kind of stuff. I'm sorry the lady went through that, but listen, this thing is life is vicious. It's a cold, cold world. I know, but that's where we are right now. Yeah.
Thank you.
So for that 25 years, no kerewa. So this is another issue.
What she
to
heard
look
is
at.
that for 25 years, no Kerewa. She said,
It's
"Ha."
a Christian dating. Bill, stop. Which kind
No,
kerewa?
no, wait
Christian
now.
courtship, there's no kerewa.
Auntie
We do
B, the
holiness.
reason why me ask that
Auntie
one.
B at 46 years old.
25 years, no kerewa.
They're not married now. They're doing courtship.
No,
It's courtship.
not be for even if you not kerewa, even if you kerewa with that one not be illegal this thing and I still sin. So
Now she know the kerewa. You think say this uncle know the kerewa for where he did for wherever he did for the abroad.
and now she made they talk about now. So 25 years.
No kerewa.
Thank you.
Impossible.
So waiting
And it not be
we want
90
talk
years
here. Auntie B, you got the way the area not clear. You got the coast B. Some things not let understand because this matter don't come like say get small K leg.
You don't
Number
get any
one.
K leg. You don't get K leg, Bill. You don't
No,
get
no,
K
no, no.
leg.
Auntie B is small K leg day.
Which one?
25
Which
years,
K
not
leg?
be 25 days. So
For UK here, 25 years old, you don't graduate. You don't
that's
finish.
what I tell you now. You
Don't
don't
they marry?
Masters. You don't they work.
25 years.
You
So
don't ready to marry if you want marry.
let me tell you now, say that 25 years, are they telling me, or is she telling me that for 25 years,
She probably
kerewa?
didn't. She probably didn't.
Oh, Bill, why you can't carry us go carry what matter now? Why
This
you
is what they ask.
Because of them
Voila.
Because kerewa for reset the girl head.
Voila.
Bill, Papa, leave carry what matter.
No, Auntie B, today na Lovers Day. Kerewa they reset person head. You know why they talk am?
You know that is not the conversation whether they reset or reset brain. No,
No, it's a conversation because if need to say he don't he Kerewa come along the line, if I don't fall in love again, you see what I'm trying to tell you. He go forget that money. Eh?
I wish they carry somebody else.
It's possible, but it's possible that she waited too.
She's a Christian woman. You know.
Oh, different to be Christian be different.
If she be Christian woman,
our Christians gonna know this thing more.
No, not this type of
she's
Christian.
a church goer because if not Christian.
Look at her.
Not them.
Just
Auntie B, if you look this picture of this guy here, though they not tell us the country where he go.
You know, see,
He be out there China, China. Hold on first.
Abroad.
Wait, I know what time we talking. Hold on now. You know why? Because we need to set things straight. This guy bagger with that girl mama money go also himself. Now for himself he go for. You understand? So when he reached there, being the
criminal when be right from that. You see, you cannot teach an old dog new trick at old age.
All the Igbo girls for here today, Bio, I don't know whether you don't join that time. Uzo and Dr. What it be our lovely Dr. Ifi, he tell us, they say Igbo men, even the ones, especially the ones that are not educated, they like to marry doctor and women that are highly educated. It's a bragging right for them. Have you seen my wife? Have you seen my mommy? This is my mommy. You know, she's highly educated. One of my friends in Nigeria today told me that she and her boyfriend, they call each other mommy and daddy. I said, what kind of wala is this next by me? She said that if she calls him baby, we say no, call me daddy. I'm a ring call. Oh, please. No, it's not right. Undo me is paying me for that lady because I know how Nigeria is. It's not easy. It's not easy. Allah, it's easy for you to say things like that. I know you are saying what is reality.
No, it's not easy. It's easier said than done. I always say that.
It's something that is cold and hard and unfeeling.
You're right. It's easy for me to say, but I always tell people it's easier said than done. Just so they know.
The guy don't backslide long time before she even came to Nigeria.
Where he been there before where they backslide from?
No, I say he made up his mind long time ago before.
Right, I see. Okay.
It's true. That's true. I agree with that.
It's long before, Pastor Shalai says one time, he said when he first came to US, and when he see babes, he said, wow, look at babe. Why go marry bad again now? But when his brain set, resets, he went home to bring his wife. You know what I mean? That's what we call responsibility.
Absolutely. It's not always easy, but I mean, there's still some dignity and honor in doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how some people can be so cold. The coldness in that guy, Ola, I don't understand it. That's some high level of coldness.
Let me ask you this question, Auntie B. Do you think this is possibly saving her from a lifetime of a cold person like that?
No. Maybe, but put it in context, Ola. This is Nigeria.
I'm in context. Do you think she's being saved from potentially? I know. I'm asking the what if. It's just a what if, right?
Let me tell you something. Even though he's saving her for a cold-hearted, whatever kind of guy he is, or he may be in the future, she will prefer. If you ask Chinasa, she will prefer to have that wedding first of all. Let it break. Than for not to have the wedding at all. Lola, do you know what I'm saying? You know Nigeria now.
Yes, ma.
That wedding is important to her.
Yeah.
You're looking so lovely, Lola.
Thank you, ma. I want to be like you now. You look ravish in yourself.
What a sexy. No,
thank you.
You're looking good.
Thank you,
nice
Auntie.
To see you. And of prestige.
Yes,
Lola.
Ma.
Oyinbo ẹ ti máa ń pọ̀ jù.
I know.
Oyinbo
náà ni Oyinbo sọnù.
I tell him all the time, don't I tell you?
Oyinbo ẹ ti ń pọ̀ jù.
She tells me all the time, actually.
Chineke, you are so. That's why some people were complaining. Don't come and confuse us with your
semantics. I know. I was having empathy for the people in the chat more so when you were asking me to have empathy for this auntie. I was having empathy for the people just like, oh my shit, they don't see what I see. What I'm seeing is that I know it took long, but listen, this thing is hard.
I wish women can reason like men.
Yeah. It's hard because his own what you see happening to her right now is very little compared to what's gonna happen to him.
You think so?
I know so. I know it's a fact. As a matter of fact. You think we escape? But I'm just talking to the people here. Don't be waiting around thinking somebody will come and help you empathize on Obodooyinbo 25 years from now. You're in brain.
So if any lady is listening now in Nigeria and she's marrying somebody that's about to jackpot, what's your advice to them before you go for your show? What would you say to them? You
need to listen closer than just than karma. Don't count on karma. We know it's real and all that, right? You need to protect yourself, right? we're right now there's internet. You can enlighten yourself. You can't live in the village and use the excuse that you just don't know. Ignorance is not an excuse. People are collecting all type of madness from all sides. The person that's serving you right now, you don't know if that's their way of paying back somebody else. You don't know. So all I can tell you is protect yourself. There's too
Protect
many
yourself.
there's too many moving variables other than evil and bad. There's too many things moving. You can't just say you can't count on your own belief system in this moment that I'm the good one and the other person is evil. It might actually be opposite. A lot of people are very quick to call people narcissists, and they're actually the narcissist. Put that in everything else.
Don't wait.
Two words.
Let me
Have
Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait.
let me
I'm
let me
summarizing what Ola said.
Hold on, no, my baby's saying something though.
Oh, sorry, bro, Pratik. I said I only have 2 words. Have options.
She has to have options.
Ola, very good. Lola, that's what I wanted to say.
Have options. What do you mean?
options.
No. What do you mean by have options?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Date other people. Yeah.
And if you want to date the guy that jackpot, if you can afford it, get a visa and go and visit.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're in those time right now that even to you yourself will get a visiting visa to visit him, so that everything. So having options doesn't mean you're dating other people too. It means you're not just sitting down there waiting.
It definitely has options. So why should you not have options?
Absolutely.
I've seen a lady that got a visa, came to visit the husband, went back to Nigeria. The husband filed for them. The husband joined the Navy. They are still on the queue now.
Oh wow.
Because of COVID, more than 6 years now.
Right.
The husband joined Navy. But
the
the lady has come to America to visit.
Right. I have examples like that too.
The husband goes at least thrice every year to Nigeria.
Let me leave you with this one story. Sorry. I have this example very quickly of this person who started to feel like this guy in Nigeria is counting on her. But because the guy is no slow too, right? He's like, you know what? I don't think it's working out. Within months, he was here. He's a medical doctor and multiple IT certifications over. Have options. It goes for both sides. Don't just sit down there and like you can go get on the internet and read. In that same token, I have close family member that will help do software. And I said, go and check on immigration website yourself. He has a hard time checking on immigration websites he can't even get on the internet. So if you're that person and in 25 years you come and tell me that you didn't know what was going on, it's possible that you didn't, but I'm telling you, there's just too many moving variables. It's not going to be as simple as that person is evil and I'm the good one.
What happened with that story of the person that is a medical doctor?
He ended up they ended up separate. Before he left Nigeria, they separated. They're like,
I believe that if you are moving abroad, just end whatever relationship you are in. End it. There's no point. Especially if you are not married.
100%. Absolutely. Agreed.
Just end it.
Don't count on another person to bring you.
Exactly. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what was awaiting me. Especially if you are not married. End it. It's better.
And please let me appreciate our last wife for her comment. Because
thank you,
even though she just made one statement, that statement justified the Kirewa issue. Have options. She doesn't talk much. That's what I'm trying to tell you now, that if she had looked elsewhere too as well while waiting, at the end of the day, you see, this is what we are talking here. This show is not about condemnation. It's about we learning. We will learn. Those watching, we also learn. Because we don't know who we are talking to. Somebody might just be there listening right now. That when they go to church, they'll say, oh, that's the pastor just talking to me. Somebody might just be talking to you right now from this studio. Don't wait for that guy. Don't wait for that guy. They are telling you now, today is Valentine Day. They are telling you. They are saving your love for you.
Go.
Don't wait for that guy. Once Johnny don't go, Johnny
don't wait.
Don't go.
The first step to not wait, Brabio, is get on the immigration website. No matter what country in this world, they all have websites, and learn all the different things and let him tell you which one of these are you waiting for. Which one of this? Okay, I'm doing the other. But okay, all right, but there's a way they can engage you that you know is authentic. There's also ways they start to sound that you know there's
Even as
lies.
of today now, as of today, a US citizen, that if we go to Niger now and fight for somebody, the processing time for fiancé visa is almost 2 years.
But you will see it on the website. I know me.
Now they are telling you of somebody that already have the ability to carry you.
Right.
Visitors visa.
We are not talking of the one that have K-leg.
No, after the interview.
I'm telling you of somebody that have pali. We are not talking of the one that don't have shishi. So when they are telling you these things, they are not coming to this show to say this and this. Listen.
Also, brothers, please, Ola, help me tell brothers, stop promising things when you're coming. Oh,
no, Auntie B, that second story I said was a lady who was promising a guy, but they was fight all the time in their relationship. They argue all the time and get on the phone, right? It's not a matter of it's not, you're right about that one, but it's not always a matter of somebody want to get the other person. Sometimes the relationship is just not working out. And the guy said, you know what? Never mind, this is not working out. Even though he's in a position where he could say, you know what, I will stick there until, because I know I want to japa. The guy said, no, I have ways that I can japa. Understand that you have other ways that you can japa. It's not always your, but I agree with you that, if you are doing this, if you are outrightly deceiving people, it will come back and haunt you.
It is better to count your loss early than to count them late.
Yes, thank you so much, Ola.
So you must know this. This is emotional fraud.
Make I hear Moya's voice
and
now.
Anything fraud.
I dey wait for Nana. You know, say me, Ola. Ola, first of all, let me greet your beautiful wife. Ola, now jackpot you guys go collect. Bless you, pay another bride price. All of us for here.
I'm ready.
Babe, she's a real babe, Lola.
I'm telling you, Omo to son, Omo to fine. Ola.
Enjoy. No wonder they speak plenty English. You can speak.
I'm telling you, you go to speak English. You go to talk
It's not my fault, though. It's not my fault.
Lola, welcome. Oh, good to see your face again.
Thank you so
shining.
much, sis.
Ola is really taking care of you. That's good. Otherwise, for drag and for here.
Taking care of Ola. Every time Ola is sitting there, you will see her. She'll bring tea. She'll bring drinks. She'll bring this for him, snacks for him. I used to see.
Juice.
He'll be nodding his head. She looks after her.
She'll bring juice for him.
Thank you.
Juice. Are you loaded? Juice.
So I disagree with Ola, and I have a quick life example to give. So I have a friend, and when we were in school back in Nigeria, she was dating this guy. They met in school, right? So the guy decided he was going to go do his master's. I think his mom paid, for him to go do his master's in the UK. So before the guy left, he comes up to my friend and he, tells her, this is what's happening. I don't want to hold on to you because I don't know what it's going to be like for me in the UK, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, my friend did not understand. And she was very upset. She cut him off because she came to us, the friends, supporter committee. Supporters, so she come, they rake, they voke, they say, see what this guy do, he don't break it out. Now we say, follow on. What? Guy, when they toast you, when we know, we must go and shout for the guy. Anyway, long story short, it was very hurt. It hurt my friend because apparently before he had left, they were subtly engaged. They engaged well. There were witnesses to it. So the guy had to break up the engagement and everything. So I called my friend and I said, think about it though. You don't know what his experiences are in the UK. You don't know what he's going to see there. So it makes sense. If it's going to happen, definitely you guys are not going to get back. The guy obviously loved her, but she was because my friend is one person. Once she makes up her mind that that's it, you've upset her, that's it, she's done. Fast forward. The guy couldn't come back for years, right? So my friend, of course, had moved on and everything. She's married now. She's happy. She's in a much better place.
Favor, right?
Yeah, he ended up doing her a favor because
In
Yes, in
hindsight.
hindsight. So now when we talked about it after, she was like, "Hey, oh my, yeah, you know that thing you said that time is now I appreciate it. Can you imagine?" I say, "Oh, but remember we're all upset and everything." Now
She would have been waiting
should
and
have
waiting
been
and
waiting,
waiting.
and who knows what could have come out of all of this, right? So now, having said that, I think we need to be human beings. I always say this: we need to be humans first. How would it feel if person carry needle, prick you? Is it gonna hurt you? You know what I mean? I have met someone who's told me before, look, I'm not ready, I'm not serious, I'm not ready to settle down. I don't want to hurt you because I'm in that place where I just want to play. That's a man. He told me that, and it was hurtful because I really liked him. But hey, he had to go. We need to learn to treat each other like human beings. This was a very long time ago, but we need to. If that guy knew, and this is a problem with Nigerians, I know a lot of men do it, but I'm focusing on my brothers because now house you go fair clean before you clean out, before you look another person house. If you see someone, you see say, okay, level not straight. Let the person know. Do you see 25 years be? 25 years now, people don't celebrate like 3 anniversaries and they have. 3.5 anniversaries and they have. Some of them don't do 2 anniversaries. Picking when they're
After
born.
25 years, which marry now won't marry again?
Which man they won't marry? Do you understand?
What kind
And
of
it
marriage
is
are you going to have after 25 years of
exactly.
courtship
And
or
if to say
dating?
now country when the laws they work, that 25 years, you know, so they will declare them as common law marriage. For some states, automatically, whether the guy like him or not, that woman will be part of his life.
But they were not even together physically.
That's the problem. That's the worst part. So, in as much as I also I have to blame the girl too, because you gotta know what you're doing. Even though, yes, okay, fine. First of all, why you even go sacrifice that much sacrifice for another person picking? When you be say no, be you born am, you can't take am sacrifice, steal your mama money, carry and go obodo. Why you not steal the money? May you carry yourself go obodo. I have a problem with that. You understand? Now, it is as a result because we have to remember where we are coming from. Nigeria, this husband, shiny. If you never get husband, you never complete as a woman. So the environment itself does not even encourage you to develop yourself and know what you want out of life.
Just
so a
marry.
lot of
Once you marry, you've arrived.
Exactly. A lot
He
of the
was
women
young
they
that
are
time.
she was very young, you understand, and maybe the love, but you get where you go reach, you go say, what would they do safe? You understand? Other you want to say other men no go come they meet her. And again, I can't 100% blame. You know why I can't 100% blame her? Because women were loyal. Women are naturally, once a woman likes a guy, it takes a lot for some women. I'm telling you.
I ask you something. We be Christians, right? We believe in God. Bible talks say men love your wife. You say husbands love your wife. But why be saying that we women they carry love for head pass? We love. Bola is laughing. You know what I mean?
Are you sure now, love?
Love more.
He say, you know what he say Bible, I mean, according to the Bible, right? He say women love your respect your husband.
Yeah.
Respect to your husband, whatever. Men love your wife. The reason why, because men, their eye not the day one place. It's hard for man to love, right? Man if he flog like 100
not be true
women.
with the love.
Voila.
Let Ola go do his show. Bio say as you say hard for man to love.
Love me, love me, key.
Hold on, sorry, Omoye's corner, right? We'll go see all of them now on the other side once and to be finished, right?
Yes, I come join you now for there.
Thank you, please.
I hope it's not one of. I hope it's not one of. I know you don't understand pidgin English. You need to learn pidgin English. Oh, this.
I understand though.
You're long.
Homecoming in pidgin.
English, you don't understand pidgin. I hope it's not one of this American story. Which story are you doing? Let me see.
Na Valentine special. She's doing most of the talking today.
Oh, okay. I'm coming. We'll end this now. Show you.
Well,
all right.
We'll see you soon.
We're coming over.
We're trying to establish.
I'm coming to hear what my lovely Lola is saying. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Man of
What is? Abio, thank you, brother Ola, and your beautiful wife. Ibio, what you talk?
I say that one is very. They talk. Let's say you want to establish a case of de facto relationship.
Now relationship in absentia. Which kind of
Yes.
relationship be that?
So,
It don't make any
so,
sense.
so,
It don't make
so,
sense. It don't make
so,
sense.
in
When
this,
they try, let me quickly finish this thought. Maybe I
go
not miss
ahead.
her. When we treat, if you know how to, if you look me, say, this one another human being, no, I know if we do, I'm waiting, I know go want me person do me. We've deviated from that as a society. If you
Yeah.
look another person, believe, say, this other person, a blood, the flow for event, so I will not do it to them. Because there's no reason why. That man clearly went to wherever he went to, already don't understand, say, man, I can't be with this woman again. Instead, we go tell her, get the man, pay her the money that if that woman is demanding for, pay her the money and, let everybody do their own. No, he wickedly wasted her time for 20 freaking years because he knows
25.
women are very loyal. 25
25.
years. Women are loyal. Once a woman chooses to be with you and you have maybe in words, because men are very good with their words. By the time they tell you, say, man, that they build castles for her, you believe, all your head will they swear, not only castle you they dream of, right? The woman go tanda for there. Immovable, go turn a roko tree for there. So I won't even blame it because that's a woman's nature. Now you have to learn how to, deal with circumstances like this, because of the way the world is. In a world where men, their word was their bond. Remember, we have fathers. They will tell their wives, this woman now won't marry. They will come back and marry that woman. But these days, people don't care about that. So that man is wrong in every way. If nothing, he should have considered, man, I have a mother, or I have a... Now, the wickedness when they talk about be that. Why not leave the girl after at least, 5 years max? So, no, it hard for me for this country. I don't know as it go be. So you marry who you want marry. I would really like for this woman to come and tell her story because I also
Honestly.
have questions. I really have questions.
This guy be
Why
like,
would you stay with a man?
This guy be like, who did good before?
He talk say, the woman talk say, you see what he write? He say, Kenna Wonra, come and tell Zion that you promised me marriage. And you tell people that you will settle me. Okay, come and settle me. Come and settle me. You promised me marriage. Come and settle me.
Understand? It's wickedness. This is wickedness that we're talking about. Why are our people wicked to each other? You
I
know, see
don't
this
know.
thing no go. You go tell her, say, babe, I love you. No, they cry, the girl go cry. She
I
go,
don't love
maybe
you
she'll
again.
lose.
If you
I
don't love
don't
her
love
again,
you
tell her say you
again.
don't love her again.
Understand? Move on. No, instead you want to they collect they take the meat for free for 25.
Okay.
Maybe you not see her.
I totally agree with you, and I know how painful it is, especially to the women. But there's something I want to say. See, when Omoye said it, is 100% correct, which is say the truth and let it be and let them accept. But I thank God Omoye was able to give a good example, case study.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for somebody to even bring his personal experience life like this. Though she said was years ago, example. She said somebody came and the person indicated that he wasn't serious. She respected that person's opinion. Right? Did you say I'm saying this, Auntie B? I try all the time to try, not because I'm hiding anything, but because I don't want anything to be more of myself. A true story, not even a story, a true case. I was dating somebody before I came to the US. And in my mind, Auntie B, me, Bill, talking to you now, have even cleared the person and ready to take it to the next level. Although it was just three months into that relationship. When I was traveling, I told this person, even though we've not promised marriage, are you hearing me now? Dating, no be promised marriage. Exactly 2 months plus of dating. But that dating came with a mind of, there's this brother, he's single, he lives abroad, he lives, then I was in Europe, right? So he moved back to Nigeria because my intent before was never to travel out, if that makes sense, right? So the mom called me and say, since you be dating my daughter for a few period, I want you to do something. Auntie B, I'm not taking the glory, but thank God I know what it means to travel. I sat down. This girl is not the problem. I am not the problem. And by the grace of Almighty God,
the time
right?
was just not right, and
It
the
was not right.
circumstances.
I
Yeah.
had what it take, which I will not disclose here, to put that babe somewhere for the house when I rent for Niger Safe. Make it stay there, right? Because they dash me free rent. But this is what I'm trying to say. Something just told me, like, listen, you don't do something like, nobody advised me. When person they waka, they go a journey. You know, they know how the road they be first until reach where they go.
Of course, of course.
Now, what is my point here? Yeah, I've said it that when people like this disclose, people will respect their opinion.
No, not be everybody.
You're not taking from my mouth. That is what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
But some people,
Are you there, my darling?
She's
I'm
there,
here.
yes.
I'm
you
here.
respect and that guy tell you say, I want to be a player. So
Yes.
women go still try to convince you, say
Convince
no,
you.
don't worry.
I
Don't worry, you will change your mind later. They go see, they will take the guy for what he talk. Now agenda be that.
I say Auntie B, I'm not quarrel with this person, but may I tell you the word? The very day I left that country, the next thing they turned that thing to quarrel. I'm not saying they do it. I said, let's just say I go. What am I trying to tell you here? You see, when people do something, I insist on this thing. When you do something because your target is one particular thing, no matter what you achieve, even if you see the truth, unless you achieve that particular thing, you will never feel fulfilled. That is selfishness. Well, that's what I'm trying to explain here. That
who is here? Look at who is here. Dr. Damages. How can I join Obodooyinbo TV? I'm looking for a date, too. My time is running out.
Hey, Dr. Damages.
Dr. Damages in the building.
That's funny, man.
Oh my God. Hello,
Dr. Damages, come and share your opinion on
Dr.
this.
Damages, you are looking for love? Oh my God. Yeah, some women will not take that. Even when you tell them your true intention.
The true intention. So that's why I keep saying it here that it is better to accept a true sad news than to accept a false lie.
In that case, if that is the situation, let's assume that that's the situation. For example, pending when this lady shows, please, whoever you are, please come. We want to hear your story.
We've been looking for her. We're trying to find anybody that can help us find this lady in Nigeria, Chinesa, Emmanuel. Please do so.
Exactly.
We want to comfort her. Let Obodo Farm even comfort her.
Exactly. Because I can only imagine.
We have so much love to give.
Exactly. Because I want to hear, if assuming the guy actually told her, okay, babe, it's hard for me, it's hard for a brother out in this cold. You know what I mean? And she chose and said, oh, don't worry, I'm a waiter, I will wait. Then we can't blame the guy. Right? Yeah. Because I know a lot of times guys are honest. I'm going to say that guys are honest a lot of times. If they sometimes they don't say it, but they will say it in their body language. Okay. Now we women sometimes want to
listen.
We want to fight here. Say, oh, I will make him change. I will change his mind. I will love you. I will cook a gusi ofe salad for him to love me and stay. We have fault there, right?
You can't buy love. You can't buy a man's love.
Exactly. If truly the man told her and she did not listen, then she's to blame. But the man did not say it and was milking her for 25 years.
For some reason, I believe this woman. I believe her.
Okay.
I don't know, but there's something in my spirit that makes me believe her, because it's not a joke for you to go and carry money to the giving boyfriend because you love him and you are committed to the relationship. She was calling the guy her husband on Facebook. She'll be posting the guy's picture and say, my husband,
so that means
even though they are not officially married.
That means he probably put those words in her ear that entered her mind to make her believe that this is the man that she was going to be with. So he's at fault if that is the case. But I really, really want her. Whoever knows her, please tag her. We want to hear her story. We want to love up on her because 25 years is not beans. If nothing, that guy could have made efforts to ensure that at least he did something for her. Maybe bring her over or whatever and tell her, hey, look, it's not going to work. Whatever the case may be, but just leave her high and dry like
Stubbornness
that.
is not good.
That
Stubbornness
is
is not good.
wickedness.
I don't
That
know. Do
is
you think there
evil.
can be any? Do you think there's anything this guy, even if he wanted to, how can he compensate her, or how can he even? What
Pay
can he
her
do
the money that he used to travel. That money when he give and take travel, may fair pay
with
that one.
interest?
Yes, with interest. Make it pay him. When you pay and finish, he go establish the girl. But 25 years of that girl's life is gone. She can't
It's a
get
lot.
it back.
If you want to monetize 25 years, it's a long time. It's a lot of
Thank
money.
you. You
That's why.
understand?
Oh my God, that's why. Please, that's why we are in this case. Just like you said, we are always doing the if here, right? So I know when you joined before now, I've really been on the side of the girl, but I'm still looking at this again, coming from experience that this guy is totally wrong. However, I see stubbornness. Anything when as we continue to deal on this issue, I continue to see stubbornness,
On which
stubbornness,
part? Stubbornness on her
stubbornness.
part.
So yes, the reason why I continue to see stubbornness is simple. People don't fall from heaven. Do you understand me? People have friends, they have family. Even in Nigeria, there's somebody that is, however, what am I trying to say here? There is no way that a girl that is in Nigeria for 25 years waiting for somebody will not have a friend, even the same church, say, pastor or somebody that must have cautioned that this thing, who is this man you are waiting for? You are not married. See,
I don't even understand what the role of the Zion was.
That's what I'm explaining here. So
I don't know what they were doing
that
because
was why
there's no way
the
you
person
can
that wrote
advise somebody
that
to
said
wait for somebody for
25 years, that said,
Even
meet me in Zion. That
now Jesus
person knew
Christ. Now Jesus Christ, they wait for. What you go? They wait for 25. What is that? That's
25
nonsense.
years.
But
beg.
you know, say I think we're missing the fact, the point. I think
Okay.
Sister B, you mentioned something, but we have to understand something. In Nigeria, is a different mentality completely. Most of our women in Nigeria, right? Once they don't invest in man, whatever way, right?
They're
And
not gonna
that
let
man,
go.
they let go. And especially
Mm.
because the society now won't be say they don't recognize you as person
Yeah.
unless man they by your side. You know what it is? So if man not there, imagine whenever the pressure that the society will put on you, family will put on you. There are certain places you can't go to in Nigeria because you're not married. They won't even
But
let
the
you
guy did not
in.
even engage her now. Oh my yeah.
But my point is, say you don't really make the girl believe
He
say he
engaged
go
her. He
marry
promised
her.
her marriage, so that's an engagement. Whether
Exactly,
I give
that's
her ring or not.
engagement. Whether you give her a
If he
ring or
engage
not,
her, that's
for her
engagement.
to they publicly they declare say the man and my husband and my husband. Why not
Once you
come
Okay.
say I
the
will
comment
marry you,
section?
that's engagement.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that's
Okay.
engagement. You
Yes.
understand? So that's based on that, because of our mindset back home. Now keep that girl where she did.
Oh, okay.
We need to understand the mentality. When you understand that, you go know why this girl feel give up that much time. You don't know what the guy go on they promise. And you don't say men get sweet maths. When
Not
the
true.
man go sweet math you like this, 25 years will be like one day. You'll say,
Not
oh,
true.
you'll be seeing is flower, champagne,
So
Not
make,
sure.
everything.
make
One
the
year
guy
go they
cut
roll
small
into
for me.
another
Make
one.
cut small
One
quick
year
match
go
for
they
me.
roll into another one. 1 year go they roll into another one. Before you know.
Exactly.
Now so I go come. Well, let me take this. Emmy has been waiting for so long. Let me just take her quickly so that we can end. We've done 3 hours. This conversation is long, but you know what? I think it's been really, really interesting. Hopefully, we'll be able to find Chinasa or even Ikenna. If anybody can find Ikenna, I'm interested too in talking to him to find out from him what happened, what she's saying, all these allegations against you. Is it true? Did you leave her because you found a younger person? Why? Did you take her money? And you didn't follow up with your promise. If you did promise to marry her, I would like to ask them those questions because we learn every day. MEAA, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, Auntie B. Hello.
Thank you so much for being patient. I know you've been in the studio for a long time.
Yeah, I have. First, I'd like to disagree with Ola saying that the guy doesn't owe her anything. I believe that he does. I mean,
Okay.
the money that she took from the parents, and then wasting her time, so he could have done something. I'll give myself as an example. I dated
Mhm.
someone for 10 years, and back then I was in Nigeria, and then I mean we had ups and downs and all that, and I think around the ninth year or so he came home and was going to marry me. At the time, I mean, I had access to travel to other countries, but I couldn't go to the country he was. So but he used to come home from time to time, and he wanted to marry me at the time, and then I dodged the marriage. I'm not gonna lie, and but somehow later I reconsidered. And then at the time he was like, okay, because he came home, he would not be able to come back home again that year. And we're trying to cash in on the Brexit thing, so that I could be able to get my papers early enough. So I left my business and my good paying job, came in on a visiting visa, migrated to a nearby country in order for him to use his stuff to process mine, to make things faster. Things can be a bit slow in, yeah. So, and then I came in, and while we're doing the process, trying to get married is not like Nigeria where you can walk into Ikoyi,
Anywhere.
and then just pay and fast track and all that kind of thing.
Mhm.
So while we're doing the process here, which took time, a lot of validating of documents and stuff like that, I got pregnant, and I was okay with that, thinking, okay, we're already at the finish line anyways. And in between that, someone calls and says, oh, I see you posting my man, and I'm like, is this a prank?
Nubanton,
And
gang gang, the plot thickens.
I'm like, is this a prank? And the person was like, yeah, like we've been dating 3 years. I'm like, really? I've been on the line for 10 years. Like, what are you talking about? And then the person was like, anyways. And because of that, I mean, cheating is a deal breaker for me. So I walked away. But then this guy knew that he owed me and made sure that I got my papers. He paid for everything, lawyer, solicitor, everything, made sure I got it, and I got it within 6 months.
So
You
he
know,
still brought you to the UK.
I was already here when I found out.
So I mean, how did that play out? How did he explain it? So he was
At
with
first, he was
someone else and still
denying the
came to
girl.
marry you.
At first, he was denying the girl wanted him by all means. So the girl knew about me and wanted to ruin what we had and stuff. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, and and then yeah, that was what he was doing at first. And then the girl would be calling me like, because I was trying to tell the girl like, you're joking, like, oh, he lied to the girl saying that I was an insane ex who didn't want to let go, that we had broken up like since 2012. I'm like, huh?
But you were pregnant for him at that time,
And
so you didn't
yes, I
mind.
had to tell the girl that, look, really, I'm pregnant. Like, how can I be an ex and be pregnant? Like, both families know each other and stuff. Like, what are you on about? And yeah, and then he knew that he had nowhere to hide and stuff like that, and then he began to say, oh, it's the devil's work. I feel like it was a case of just having someone to chop with the intention to blank the person when I came in. But
So you left the relationship.
yes, basically I did. And
Did he
then but
marry
then
the other girl?
I don't know, I don't keep in touch to know
He's the father of
if
your child. How would you not know?
I don't know. I don't want to know. It's not my business. And I'm married now. And he doesn't even know.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah,
another level again. You have a child between you and you
yeah.
don't know anything about anybody and each other?
No, we just ask about the child, and that's it.
He
Oh, you
doesn't
have
have
a
any
child
contact
for
with your
him?
child?
Yeah, he does
Okay.
ask after her, caters to her for her. Do you understand? But I don't want to know anything about his private life, and I don't think he has a right to know anything about my private life.
He doesn't see your daughter.
Um, well, not in the past couple of years, not since I got married, and I
Oh.
have another child now. Anyways, so basically, that guy, that Ikenna guy, owes that lady first of all, the money, then for wasting her time. Like, he could have paid that money over the years or something, knowing that he wasn't going to marry her. That's one. Then the part where Ola was saying that a relationship is a privilege. No. Like, if they were in the same city and they had all the shenanigans that comes with relationship, then fine, you can say that. But in this case, they were in different countries. There was no dating, there was no going to the cinema, no kerewa, according to Bill.
There was no pleasure in it. It was
Nothing.
all her.
Yeah.
That's why, Dr. Effie came at the beginning of the show and told us why she was looking so haggard. All the frustration and everything.
Exactly.
Not looking after herself. She was probably praying and fasting for his success.
For things to work out, for him to have papers and all that. And then you now tell me you don't owe me. Like, are you serious?
So I'm going to ask you about your own situation. I'm still thinking about that. Your daughter, does she know about her dad?
She's still pretty young, so she doesn't really know.
Okay, yeah. You might want to reconsider that.
No, it's not. I'm not blocking anything.
Okay, he's not showing interest.
Yeah, he just provides whatever needs to be provided, and that, like, I think his story is funny. He's under some kind of whatever, but that's his business. He put himself there. So
okay, all right. Thank you, Emmy, for sharing with us. You say your own point of view is that Kena definitely owes Chinesa. So yeah, I hear you. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to end the show now. Bio, your last but not final words
In fact,
on this matter. You don't.
As I hear the last call I experienced.
You don't know what you go talk again now.
All the words I want to talk on leave my mind. I got to say
now different scenarios they happen for this life.
Well, I'll be like bicycle.
Every man to their kettle, my brother.
My sister, I appreciate your contribution. I would have loved not to even talk about it because I don't know. But as
let's
you see me, so
I know
that my healing should come from somewhere anyway. So anyway, for today's own, just as Momoya have said and educated women on this, which I totally accept, is that both women and men, we should know that love is two ways. You want something, don't mean the thing wants you. So the best way to protect yourself is don't be persistent on what does not want you.
Exactly. Choose yourself first. Love yourself.
You must read within the lines. Sometimes not everybody is bold enough to tell you, I don't want you. The signs are always there.
Absolutely.
Don't ignore them. Don't pretend about it. It's both ways, both men and women too. I've seen a guy that kept testing a girl. The girl would not respond. And he was just telling me and defending for the girl. She's writing the exam. She's doing this. I say, my brother, listen. If woman wants you. Before the test land for her phone, she don't respond.
Yeah.
So for her not to respond, she's already giving you sign. Anything that you're in your head. So
read between the lines.
So regardless of how this situation went, I can take anything to tell you that somehow in Kenya, like any fraudster, no fraud can be perfect. There's always a red flag. So there was a red flag somewhere that was missed.
She didn't pick up on it.
Pick up on it. So everyone have a very lovely Valentine. Let me
Thank you, Brother Bio. Thanks for your time. Thanks for spending Valentine with me. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for putting on the red. You made an effort. Hi, you too much.
All right now.
Oh yeah, drink one bottle of that Martina on my behalf. Thank you.
Yes, so thank you.
I
have a good day,
my brother.
All right, bye.
Have a good afternoon. God bless you. Bio for president. I say make everybody dress up. Not only Bio dress up. And Lola and Ola. I'm fine now.
Ade. Me no, I don't even know say today na Valentine. Politics not let me see roads, but that's okay. My Valentine is the 25th. I know the yes. Yes, we
now
we
wow.
move.
Where you
yes,
there? You there for America? Have you done
very soon. I will call you. I'll send you a message after this. So anyway, to round up this something, I beg una, men and women, we need to learn to be kind to one another, please. You know, it looks like we've forgotten what it means to be kind, to be considerate, to treat someone the way you want to be treated. You know, I know, say, you know, I know that there's lust out there are all manner of things out there, but please choose yourself first. And then when you're choosing yourself, remember that the person that you're dealing with is also a human being. If you know say the thing, no, they flow as you want them to flow, let the person know. It better make the person cry, not chop
Like
for
that, your
3 days or like that,
like
my
that, your
friend.
friend. That's a very good example. Save them
Exactly.
the pain when they go get it in 10,
If
15 years. Yeah.
yes, you understand, the girl verse, he quarrel with he verse with the guy, all of us verse for on top for her behalf. Say, why we didn't do that? We speak English, we zaza the boy name, we talk about her, we blast the guy, but at the end of the day, she got over it and her life moved on. We gotta learn to treat each other better as human beings. If it's not going to, if you know that, look, this situation, I don't see any future in it, move on. And if somebody did you a favor, monetary wise or anything, please pay them back so that you don't look back and say you feel like you owe the person. That person walks away having that mindset that this person owes me, you're in trouble. Oh. You might walk away physically, but you don't know what's coming after you. So we really need to treat each other with kindness and decency. We're human beings first. We're only existing here for a time. Please, you know, and women, please learn to read the man's body language. Man, you know they
People
hard.
don't
They
talk that
always
one. Read it in
they
between the line, even if you don't break up, even men
even
self.
if
Make everybody
yes,
they read in between the lines. Yeah.
reading between the
What
lines.
is
The
what is
guy,
the person not saying? Their
thank you.
actions. They say
Their
action speaks louder
actions.
than voice.
Exactly. And if the guy is he ready, if now marriage they look for, is he wanting to marry? If you know they marry waka, if he's in a relationship he wants, whatever it is he wants, and you are not there, leave him alone, no matter how tantalizing it may look, because you're going to save yourself a whole lot of heartache. I don't say they sound like broken record, but it will save you unnecessary hurt. 25 years, you can't get it back. You cannot.
Mama,
So I hope that,
before you go,
yes.
I want to show you something. I saw this thing. The person
Mm,
calls themselves Royalty MD. And this is what they said. And I think we should do a show on it because we are talking
uh-huh.
about being realistic and being open about what you actually want. He
Yes.
said a whole lot of things. He said he's looking for a partner, somebody that will have children for him. They
Mm-hmm.
won't do any kerewa. No, I love you, no romance, nothing. They'll just agree and get married and have children. He's
There
a
are
man,
people.
no?
It's okay. Though that one, you know, say this one, I avoid him like a plague. It's simple. What if he tell you what
I
you
think we should
want?
do
They
a
don't.
show about this thing
Yeah.
because because he's the way it was posted on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
but people were saying this is so cold. This is what is it
There are
Agegi or
cold
whatever.
men
But
out there.
and some people are saying he's realistic. He's not lying. At least
Yes.
he's not deceiving anybody.
He's not deceiving anybody. Not true. Because let me tell you, Sister B, there are cold human beings out there. What that guy is saying is not strange. There are people that are actually living the
It's just
experience,
it's just
living.
literally saying I want your uterus. That's all I want from
That's
you.
it. That's some men. That's all they want.
I want
It's a
your
fact.
uterus. Just give me your
Yes.
uterus to have babies, and then everybody work out their own. He even said that the woman can have affairs if she wants to date other people. He doesn't mind.
Do you know there are marriages like that? There are.
We need
There are
to do a show
marriages
about
where
this.
the man is doing his own, the woman is doing her own, but they come together to do family something. The way and co, you're still a beautiful family, but they are
Wow.
living very separate. Yes, so it's better. Let the person tell you what you know. Okay, no matter how scrumptious, how wealthy, because some people are after wealth, right? You know, so okay, this one cannot give me what I want, even though now all the money for this what they get. I don't want to
So
waste my time.
is this the new normal now? And knowing our agenda now, people go still apply for this thing, no?
They go apply. Sister B, this thing don't they happen since, not be today start. Now
They say
social
na normal
media
level
just they
for
bring
Lagos. Now,
out.
what's the reality determinant? Say na
Yes,
normal.
in
It's
a
normal
normal
now.
level among Lagosians, they everybody, the man, in fact, there's somebody I know, in the social circles in Lagos. Then this guy na big guy. He and the person when they married, the woman when they married, they were living separate lives. The man go do him own go, the woman will do. In fact, the pikin when they born together, not be two of them get out together. The woman for her side be carry the belle come. They've been living like that for years. Guess what? They
But
just
why
I
the
think
deception though? I mean, why? Who did they deceive? You
I
still
don't know.
marry?
Well, say most people for most of these Lagosians, they marry for family name, they marry for influence, they marry for money. You understand? My father, your father, business partner, they do those kind level marriage for Lagos. You understand? And some of them they like different orientation. Some of the men want to be with men. Some of the women want to be with the women. So because society they accept them, they go
They will
arrange,
come
go
do
be like
arrangement.
contract. Exactly.
This
So
one
for
a pure
everybody,
contract too. If you
oh
see
my
the condition where
goodness.
the guy give not be
Uh-huh.
small. Hey.
Yes, now he's speaking his truth. Is it not better? So that any woman that is
He
eyeing
say
him
he
will
not ready for
know.
anything romance. He say he no want do romance. Say he no get any emotions when he won't give anybody. That I just
You
want.
go.
It's like just have babies. Let's have babies. He say, I think we'll do a show on it on
No,
Thursday.
you know why that guy? If I tell you that guy may be closeted, he may be like other. He gets a different orientation. So all he wants is somebody that will just have a family for him that he won't be bothered and responsible for, so he can go on with his life. A lot of them are like that. This thing don't they happen since not be today, Sister B. See, social media just they bring our hearts.
Now
Some of us
wow.
knew some of these
May
things
God
were
help
happening
us.
in people.
Marriage.
Yes.
I
So
don't know
if
what
the
marriage
man
be again.
exactly, if the man tell you who he be, believe him. Not try to doubt him. Say, okay, that's what you want. All right, so that
I
means
sure
say
say
na
since
different.
this man write this thing for Twitter now, our agenda go down the full in DM now. They say I'm interested.
Oh
Especially when they
yeah.
don't mention say money no be problem. Go they carry you go. Say you go on holidays. Some
So
women feel agree for this kind of thing based
they
on
go
the fact of
agree.
say
No,
they will go on vacation alone. Vacation.
absolutely. Yes, they go agree because they are that desperate. And you know the situation for Nigeria now is that
Now,
it's
wow.
that everybody is now struggling to survive. No
But all that
money,
glitters is
no
not good
fuel,
though.
but all that glitters. But you and I know that. But how many
And you know
people?
now, when you go into things like that, you think I'm ready for it. You may not just be because on a human level, everybody needs that love. Everybody
Oh
needs
yeah.
that connection. So if you think you're going to have a robot marriage where everybody will be living their separate life, you will soon find out, all that glitters is not good.
There are people who went into their marriage or whatever, right? Saying that, oh, as long as there's money, I'm okay. As long as only for
Not
them to
true.
get there with
Not
all the
true.
money, they can't realize, say, hey, this chunk is missing. So what do
Three
they
of the
do?
wealthiest men don't divorce. If na money they keep marriage, why are they? Why Elon Musk wey don't marry how many times? Bill Gates and all of them when they
Oh,
divorce, why are they divorcing? If na that
there
one, the
we
reason.
go.
I mean,
Exactly. No emotions. There's no
no,
connection. You
you know,
know?
when there's poverty of the spirits and the mind, people think once I
So
have money, all my problem is solved. Yeah,
secure. It's solved. Exactly.
all my
And
problem is solved.
exactly. And it's the typical mentality in Nigeria because when they believe that when you have money, all your problems are solved, right? Only for them to, the ones that had the opportunity to go into it, they now realize, all my problems are not solved, though. In
It's the
fact, they are
beginning of your
magnified.
problem. It's that time you will
Eh,
now understand, this is the beginning. It is well.
exactly. So,
Thank
my
you.
sister, we'll talk later. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
darling. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
Sure.
you. You do well, my
Love
darling.
you.
Love
Uh-huh.
you. Okay, bye, Amaya. Thank you so much, everyone. I haven't done a long video like this in a long time, but this story was so interesting. Honestly, we've been here 3.5 hours. Give us a thumbs up if you've learned anything tonight. You've enjoyed all the nuggets, all the relationship advice. Please, so don't be waiting for what people are saying. No, read between the lines. Read between the lines. So, I need to put this thing inside water before they will come begin die. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you for being here. We're going to do that show. I saw it. I thought it was really interesting. A Nigerian man is coming out to say, and women will still apply. Women. Awana, ani lowo, ani lese. May God help us. Thank you so much. Did you enjoy the conversation? Thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. Today is Tuesday, right? So Thursday is our next show. Yeah, we'll discuss that. How will you feel somebody say, I want to rent your uterus for babies? Oh my God. Income bell, income shelle. Anyway, jump to Man of Prestige. I'm going to join them now. Let's go and join them and do their show. He was kind enough to spend time with us, even had to postpone his own show. That's Ola for you. Ola is so respectful. I told him one time, I said, Ola, your mother raised you so well. He's one of the most respectful young men I've ever seen. Very, very respectful, Ola. So let's jump to his channel and join him. His conversations are usually very stimulating. I learn a lot. So let's go and learn something. The link is in the comment section. It's Man of Prestige, or just if you put Man of Prestige on YouTube, it will come up. I'm going to go right there now. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday evening. It's not called surrogate, though. Joy says it's called surrogate. No, that's not surrogate. The surrogate is different. That's not surrogate at all. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday night. Let's discuss the new normal in marriages these days. Is this the new normal? We'll find out. We'll dig into it further and read all the terms and conditions, the new contract. Cynthia, what was this thing you're saying that if you don't get a ring this year, you consider marrying someone for contract? Just take care of me, no kids though. What are you talking about? We're gonna get you that ring. What are you talking about? That guy better put a ring on it this year, or we're gonna snatch you. You are not doing contract, so no. You got too much to give. You got too much love to give to be doing contract. No way, Cynthia. It's unacceptable. I refuse to accept that. It's womb renting. Adama, you are right, Jare. It's more like womb renting. If you see the conditions, he wrote a whole epistle of conditions, though, terms and conditions of what he wants. But the number one thing in the center of it is that no romantic, no kerewa, nothing. You must not tell the children. You must keep it confidential. Why do you have to marry? It's not by force now. It is well. I'll see you on Thursday night, guys. Let's dig into this. Thank you so much, everyone. Give us a thumbs up as you depart from the studio. Peggy said, very interesting topic today. More strength, more wisdom. Have a good evening. God bless you. Thank you. Love you guys. See you Thursday night. Bye, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Love you loads. Bye, guys.